Italians. Please welcome Donnie Floyd from Motor Racing Outreach to provide today's invocation.
Let us pray. God, as we take a moment to pause, we thank you for who you are in our lives. God, we thank you for this event today. We thank you for the city of Portland, for NASCAR and Portland International Raceway. We thank you for this weather, Lord. God, we ask that your spirit convict us, that we would live in a way that honors you.
Oh, hey, Brayden. What's up, man?
When we miss the mark of your standard, God, we ask that you forgive us. And so, God, I ask your favor on this race.
Well, anyways, welcome to another stream. This is the Pacific Office Automation 147 live reaction for the NASCAR Xfinity.
Oh, my headphones still on? So that I bet they on. Oh, now I'm hungry now. I realized my Bluetooth feature was on and it messed up my phone.
Okay.
Through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we were so gallantly stood, and the rockets red.
I'm gonna set. Let's see how this sounds. I'm gonna make this a bit off.
That our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star spangled.
Anyway, you said what's up? Hey. Oh yeah, that's that bling event. I said that. Pit swore Xfinity. I don't have any.
The fans were out of here. Not surprised they're out today. Plenty of sunshine in Portland, Oregon. Is the NASCAR Xfinity Series.
Dude, I know one seat.
Yeah.
When I was in Solid, the doors are like 10 times louder. Like, you can hear the noise hitting the seats and coming back to you. It's crazy.
Huh? Let me put my earbuds in. Hold on, let me. My phone charger won't work. All right.
One second. Give me a headache.
Last year's race was a complete, just like raining, but this year, totally different.
Dang, I'm willing to bail. I was willing to do that. But that is it's too hot. Especially in this movie, it doesn't have the PS5 on. I love it.
We start with.
Okay. Easiest to see. They Josh Berry is going into the they without taking but when they able to is make up for. They are
Anyway, I saw the last 34 laps in the always when I was at this when I was in Florida.
Nervous.
Oh, so you know the tire that almost hit the 55? I heard the tethers on the wheel were faulty.
Hopefully, I'll get this up here.
He's got the right opportunity race. Mention the fact this is a wide open race, opportunity race for all these drivers in the field. That's because if you look at the last 20
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I just put my earbuds in, my earpod in, so I can be able to hear you better.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, look what Brayden said. That's a warning for you, bud. That's a warning for you.
Anyway, my pit source today, I don't know. I didn't see the Slut Lace was pretty good. As soon as we saw that was the
Hey, Mo.
Dude, that was a chance last 30, 40 laps, not 7 in the That was pretty fun to watch.
Yeah, I mean, you said it, Adam. It doesn't matter which type track we go to, whether it's Daytona, a road course, or a short track. This team has been capable of winning, being in a position to be able to win. He's got a win in the Truck Series on a road course before, so yep, you got to consider him a contender today.
You mentioned his win in the Truck Series, Austin Hill.
And don't forget, we'll be going live tomorrow as well for the Cup race.
On a road course in the
Also, I got
Series.
something new
Starts in row
for
4 this afternoon. It's just about go time in Portland. Let's go trackside for the command.
Huh?
Race fans, it's time for the most famous words in motorsports. Here to give the command, please welcome Pacific Office Automation, Scott Field.
Oh, wow.
Drivers, start your engines.
That's cool. Now, they just gave the command.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
The engines have fired. This is what happened a season ago. 9 cautions on a wild afternoon. How does it unfold today? Find out next.
Bree is ready to buy her first.
That Indy 500 was pretty good.
Yeah, it was.
Let's get come on. When you buy with Rocket Homes and finance with Rocket Mortgage, you get up to $10,000 cash toward closing from Rocket Mortgage.
I'm thinking of watching the Indy always on the slate this weekend.
It's a good deal, right?
You want
It's
You want final?
the last 3.
Okay, that's fine.
But I'm also going to be watching the Cup race, so I'm probably going to switch back and forth.
All right. That's
I
cool.
would like if the Lit TV had this thing where we can watch 2 races at one time. We got all
I mean, I can
on the left and Indy always on the left.
To find you a job. Any job.
I mean, depends. I think the IndyCar race starts at like 3. So I think what I might be doing is I'm going to put the IndyCar race on my TV and put the race on the IndyCar race on my TV and the Cup race on my phone.
Actually, I could put any hallways on my iPhone. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Subway just keeps getting better.
I watched last year's finish of this race.
I believe I watched this race last year. No, I don't think I think the only race I watched was the Cup race and Titus Summer. Was this normally around the time I was watching the Cup race?
Maybe you should host a commercial day. Subway series just keeps getting better.
What?
Bro, you look like strawberry.
It'll even out.
Oh man, winning Strawberry Frosty is beating good.
Where's my cup of water at? Water. Here it is.
That's right.
So that's what I'm sorry, no one.
I need to try it first.
That was Dave Williamson sitting on my desk.
At Dog Chow, we believe helping dogs live their best life should be simple. That's why Dog Chow is made with high.
I would say I've sold this on any live stream.
Purina Dog Chow. Keep life simple.
But I have these old Camel lighters. Not lighters, Maxes, I meant.
Oh.
From 1994. And yes, I do have a Campbell's eye test. It's on my desk.
This track, this race always produces excitement. This city, this is all you want as a race car driver. Still a new stop on the Xfinity circuit, but one with a rich history of racing.
yes, I do have one. This thing just sits on my desk. I love doing this thing at all. You know what? This diecast has been so old that this thing is coming off the road.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna have to wear that thing back on when I have the time.
Yeah, last year's race here was crazy, I should say.
I watched.
Yeah.
International Raceway, NASCAR Xfinity teams racing on a road course for the
In case some of you not know, I'm an official fan of Chase Elliott now.
I see that.
Get started, Trevor. Adam, this track does not take long to get tricky. Turns 1, 2, and 3, also known as
1.97 miles.
Last year. If we take a look back, it was raining, but turn 1 was chaotic on restarts. You see Anthony Alfredo, Austin Hill go through the middle, Sam Mayer's around early. This is the very first start. Later on,
I remember. I did watch this one last
we'll come
year.
back to how NASCAR might fix that this year, but I think that's going to be tricky. 4, 5, and 6, the next few turns that you have to link together.
Man, this is gonna be like the Andy Rose one from the day 1 and 2.
You're trying to manage that throttle and brake just to get around. So Jake,
That's what I'm trying to turn the road for.
yeah, thanks, Trevor. So turn 7 is going to be maybe one of the passing zone. We think you can get
The
to the inside
wildness.
of somebody there. But the most important part of this corner is the exit. It leads you on to 7, 8, 9. That's really long straightaway.
I like if
into a higher
NASCAR
braking
put
zone
like
into turn 10. Possibly a passing zone there. And then we saw in practice earlier today, turn 12 was another passing zone. But more importantly, again, it leads you onto that long front stretch, which we know is where you can make up a lot of time. Qualifying here earlier today on the pole, Sheldon Creed. We'll put our starting bottom of the screen for Creed. It was his first career pole in his 50th start. Now I want to zoom in when you talk
Yeah, that
about
would be
this road
cool.
course.
I'd like to see NASCAR do the Indy Oval.
Especially this
As
new
Trevor
hall,
pointed out, that was
this
a
new
big-time
hall
trouble point a year ago.
could do
Some
really
changes
good
made by
at
NASCAR in
the
the way they're going to
weather
police the
in
racing down there, especially if you overshoot turn 1.
Like,
Yeah.
just
Yeah, so
think
last year,
about
all
it.
you had to
These
do was a
things
stop and
handle
go, but
like
because of how tight that corner is, and because
you
of
may
being wet,
see
it was almost not a
racing
penalty.
like
It wasn't a
Indy
penalty at
cars
all
do.
to have to do the stop
But
and go.
it's
So they
not.
implemented these new
That
A-frame
would be
signs, and the
impressive.
drivers are having
Yeah,
you're
that
going to see
would
right
be.
here,
I
you're
hope
gonna have to
NASCAR
go
returns
to
to
the
the Indy
left-hand side
Oval.
of
That
the
would be
first
cool.
one, zigzag in and out. And what we saw is it's not a huge penalty, but it is a little bit slower than running the traditional racing line. And so that's what they're going to have to do a little bit different this year than last. That's a change we've seen exclusive here to Portland. A change we've seen everywhere on the road in NASCAR 2023.
We're doing the choose in all road courses.
Do the choose.
And we'll get the one to go over turn 9 back straightaway.
And
Just
then-
after that, drivers will do the choose, decide if they're going to restart inside or outside. And then they come down that back straightaway where they get to the restart zone,
Another
which
thing
has been
amazes me is
relocated
NASCAR
this race
racing
compared to what we saw a
out.
season ago.
Yeah, you saw the A-frame signs they added, but this is probably the biggest change, the shake-up turn 1 and how this looks. You see the new restart zone. It's
You know,
actually in
it's
the
just
corner, turn
something
12,
to
instead of being at the
if
start-finish line where it
on
would
guardrails
traditionally be.
like
NASCAR
that.
thought that maybe this would spread the field out a little bit. As they take the green in the corner, maybe the cars on the second, third row are still going to be trying to accelerate.
Yeah,
I
this
don't
track's
think
so
on
That's
the
good in theory, right? But here's
hits
the
I
caveat.
saw
You've got
that
to stay
they
in line until
really
you get
has
to the
things to
start-finish
go
line.
that
That
much.
is a long time to
Yeah.
get through the
Track
tiers
looks-
and hope that your lane is
Track looks
wrong.
cool.
I don't
Track
want to be
looks great.
NASCAR having to police this
A
race.
lot going on the restarts.
Oh, it looks like
At
we're
least
going
they
about to
don't
go
have do it
green.
in the rain today. We're doing all of this in the dry. Thank goodness for that. Let's go back down to our pit reporters. One final word before we go green. We start with Josh Sims.
I bet we. I think
McCall
the
Racing has been the team to beat on road courses as of late. A big part of that was AJ Allmendinger, but with him out of the race, the 11 of Daniel Hemrick is taking it upon himself to carry that torch. And he said he learned a lot from the Dinger over the years. The most important just racecraft when it comes to these road course races. He's been good on them in the past. 7 top 3s, runner-up a number of times. He was good at Coda earlier this year. He was good here last year. He said the biggest thing being around at the end to give him a shot to manage.
have you heard Boston's out of the play
Parker
ball?
Kligerman, his day started off great. He led the practice session after
What
having
happened?
not been here for 17 years. But at the
Boston
end of that session, he did
out
notice
of
it was getting a
playoff.
little harder to get through
Tyler
the gears.
Reddick?
And then by the time
No.
he got to his fastest
Oh.
lap in
Boston's out of
qualifying, he was
playoff.
on the clutch the entire
Oh,
lap
okay,
there.
sorry, because it sounded like you said Tyler
Tension
Reddick, but
International
it's
Raceway,
Austin.
so
Is
they
it
had
Austin
to switch out that gearbox.
Dillon or
Despite
Singer
qualifying
or?
14th, he will have to move to the back of this grid, and for the 4th time this season, he's going to start from the back.
And he's not the only big name driver dropping to the rear, Jamie. How about this? Cole Custer qualifies in the front row.
Well, that's a lot of drivers going in the rear. And I don't think any Cup drivers are in this race.
The only one
Which
that
is
didn't
good.
drop to the rear for
Yeah.
unapproved adjustment, Stefan
No,
Martin.
Cole
He had to change
Custer,
the engine.
yeah.
He had to let go
Oh,
right
Cole
at the end
Custer. Well,
of
he used to be in the Cup
practice
Series.
session. Now we
He used to be in the Cup
look
Series,
at our
but
onboard camera, start with the
I don't
26
count him as a
Kaz
Cup
Brown.
bleach because he's no longer racing the Cup this year. He's in just full racing full time at Xfinity.
Third thing is Cole Custer is under
Here we go.
Yeah, right here you see the Monster
Green
Energy vehicle,
flag.
Riley Herbst. We're green.
We are underway here in Portland. Sheldon Creed takes that inside lane.
Sheldon Creed, he won the pole. He's
Someone's
right
all
now,
way around.
Oh, that's Chandler Smith, I believe.
Chandler Smith in the 16. And I don't know how we're going to police weaving your way through the A-frames if you missed turn 1, but I saw one car that appeared to cut the corner there just a little bit. I'll wait word from NASCAR to see if there's any.
Yep.
Yeah, and I would just think there's got to be some common sense there that he waited till all
Sounds
those cars
pretty
went by, didn't pull out in front of them, that they're not going to make him go back around there. It seems like he paid enough of a penalty already. Be sure to waste any time. Get racing by.
John Hunter Nemechek up to second. And Jordan Taylor, first Taylor start.
Yeah, Jordan Taylor's in this race. Keep an eye out for him.
For colleague in the Xfinity series, right? We'll talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, Jordan Taylor, he talked about that he learned at Coda running the Cup Series race earlier this year. Going to have to be a little more aggressive. He has good speed, though. We know the 10 car is more than capable of winning. So you're going to get a little more respect from all those guys that you're around on the track. But you know that you're able to have such a good car. And the best case scenario for him is to be up front and there to learn this race car. When you're racing around people around 15th place, and it's all bottled up, you can't really learn how far you can go on the braking shows and how the acceleration side by is. So now he's going to learn a lot chasing these two fast drivers in front of him.
Sheldon Creed's still leading.
And people just race at a total different level up front than they do. When
18 going down that road.
Yeah, same. Oh no, Sammy
Looks
Smith.
like he has higher down.
It kind of looks like you see one of the.
Good news for Sammy Smith. He won earlier this season at Phoenix, so he's locked into the playoffs. The rookie from Iowa, only 18 years old, just graduated high school.
Oh, it's something one. So I saw that higher down.
Unfortunate.
It almost looked like the right front was low, but I gotta guess that's got to be some type of a battery or ignition problem with that crew member going inside. Sometimes they run the radio on the right side. I would have been in for a radio. I'd say that, but I would stay down until a caution came. He's a driver. We talked about it during the qualifying show earlier today. Just how good
has been when it comes to road racing.
26 is Slovan. No, 24 is Slovan Sweden.
Oh, yeah.
Eddie.
Yeah, he just absolutely. It looked like he never even lifted. Well, he looked like he just never even left off the gas, just ran in the back of him. Just over
I
aggressive
feel like
move right
one
there.
say, but I'm not going to say on him.
Okay. Yeah, he
was carrying
so much speed. Damage his own car. Who was that? Who was that in 24? I mean, look, it's Mosak.
And if that's a shifter problem, it's probably
Wow.
you base your pit road speed on RPM. So he wasn't able to get down into first or second gear, whatever they have their pit road speed set at. He wouldn't know that. It would just be a guess.
On board with Cole Custer. Qualified on the
I hope that 24 that
worked his way inside the top 20. Being scored 18.
We'll see what happens. We'll see if Chandler Smith retaliates. We'll have to wait and see what happens.
But since right here, on my the last few laps, we get a caution now. Someone's going to do that.
How they're able to run side by side. That from turn 4 all the way over to turn 7. You see those guys running side by side through both of those corners. A lot of fun to watch. It's got to be a lot of fun inside the car.
This track's super narrow, James, so it's hard to run side by side, you would think. But last year at the rain, we didn't know what we would see, right? We had no idea where the passing zones would be. Turn 11 turned into.
Is it just me, or do I have a feeling dirty air isn't a big factor here?
Wait, what?
Let's go back down to Jamie Howe.
Do you know what I realize? Is it just me, or do I think dirty air isn't really a factor?
It's not really. 35 around.
Yeah, too fast. I don't care for Sammy Smith. Yep.
And speaking of rough starts, as you can imagine, the
35 spun out.
Extremely frustrated as you saw him get spun out on that first turn, came over the radio, frustrated, the team telling him, hey, it's a long race, calm down, we'll get you there. And frustration out of this team overall. They said this is their worst stretch of the season, 4 straight finishes outside the top 10, trying to get back in rhythm. But Chandler Smith, admittedly, not a road course guy, so they know this is a learning process for him. You see all that damage on the right rear.
Yeah, so much damage to Chandler's car.
Contact there, Stephen Parsons.
As he tries to rally back to the front, a whole lot of aggression. Little contact there, Stephen Parsons.
Yep.
Got into Parker Chase.
Parker.
Issues are just compounding for Mercedes.
Parker Chase was the one that got.
Smith boy's having a tough day today.
Oh.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you,
If someone went through the grass, it looked like it.
And he knows that AJ Allmendinger won. If you saw the day that he had, you would have never bet that he was going to go. And I know AJ is at a different level of road racing, but you're never out of it at one of these road races. He's only 1 lap down. He's going to be able to get that lap back. Hopefully, when we get to the stage break and then regroup. And he had a top 3 or 4 car in practice. So be able to get back up there when he gets back on the lead lap.
Yeah, I mean, you don't feel like we're going to get the same number of cautions today to get a free pass situation that we did a year ago. But the reality is, stage 1 is only 25 laps. So even if we don't get a caution for incident between now and lap 25, it's unlikely, unless someone else has a problem, that Sheldon Creed's going to drive and start lapping cars.
Only 25 laps for stage 1. Man, I feel like this race is going to be quicker than last year's.
Also, just no.
I'm so impressed with Jordan Taylor. I mean, it's one thing to qualify up there. He did get a good start. Here we are 4 or 5 laps in. And he's just maintaining with those guys. And listen, he's an endurance racer, so he knows how to pace himself. He's still trying to learn the racetrack, learn this car. And he's around such a good group of guys. He's going to learn from them as well. But what just an incredible job he is doing with such a limited amount of time in this car or in this track.
How about it, Josh?
Yeah, remember for Jordan, the biggest thing for him was getting used to racing around these guys in NASCAR. He had that start at Kona in the Cup Series, and he learned just how aggressive the drivers are. So he told me before the race, the most important thing is track position. He needs to stay up front. He doesn't want to get caught in the back, having to wrestle for position.
Figured out
right now, that's where he'd like to stay.
Yeah, Josh. Yeah, it's probably Josh. I don't know comment.
Watching Jordan Taylor handle this race car, you can tell just the experience of keeping it underneath him. A lot of the oval guys, when they go road racing, in order to make speed, they're eating up the curbs, throwing them in there sideways, locking up tires. And Jordan Taylor looks very composed. Everything he does.
I don't think I remember what I said, so completely forgot what I said like a few minutes ago. I think I said someone like locked in the tires. It was either Gary or Allgaier.
A lot of times, what looks slow, the results are overall.
You got to see Junior Motorsports win for the first time at Charlotte in person.
I was so happy.
That was good. I was happy for Allgaier.
That held my team on the top.
So he didn't have to battle him into turn one.
Well, there's no point right now. I mean, Justin had caught him. Josh knew that he was a little bit quicker. There's nothing to gain, and what you hope, and it doesn't always work out that way, is that in the next stage the roles are reversed. You hope that teammate will pay you their respect back. And I'm going to say those two have a good relationship, or that wouldn't have happened.
And he tried to keep him behind him for a whole lap there, Jamie. I saw in turn 4 in the last corner, he had the right front locked up. He was getting pushing up,
yeah.
So it was about time.
Allgaier, last weekend we talked about in the open, that long winless streak. Not just himself, but Junior Motorsports, JRN, 15 wins a season ago. We've gone winless in the first 11 races this year. But Allgaier got it done, locked himself into the playoffs. Looks good here today. Meanwhile, great qualifying run for Cole Custer, drops to the rear, but he is making his way to the front and doing it fast, Jamie.
Yes, for Cole Custer, he had to make that move to the rear after changing the right front tire following qualifying. They thought about maybe just switching
that's cool.
I've
been to at least 3 Truck Series races, all Talladega. All NASCAR races I've been to have all been at Talladega.
I've been George Daytona, Pocono, Concord, Daytona.
One of the biggest movers so far.
Getting a lot of experience early in this race, passing cars. He's got another one. That's Castralla in the 26.
There's Custer.
Yeah, I wasn't sure as he pulled out there. He was just trying to get some fresh air on the brakes.
Honestly, I thought Cole Custer would do really good this year. I thought he would be a championship contender, but
It was interesting what he did there.
he's doing a little worse than I thought.
Well, my biggest rule for his team was he was going in one way.
It stinks that he had to go to the back, but he's learning where all the passing zones are. To me, that will pay off later in the race, because if you're someone like Sheldon Creed who's in the front right now, you're not getting the same
He's a 13th.
We've got that awesome foot cam down there that we just watched for half a lap. You don't realize you're doing that as a driver. When you're trying to balance the side and grip, you don't even know. If you show Cole Custer that video, he said, "Those aren't my feet."
Yeah, it's awful busy in there. You talked about, pumping that brake pedal. Every driver does that. It's like the feel good. As you get down towards the end of the straightaway, you'll pump the brakes just a couple of times to make sure that it's still going to be there when you need it.
Want to update the story for Chandler Smith, the rookie from Georgia, 34th right now. He got a pass-through penalty.
Also,
He executed the
what
chicane there
Tommy
in the early
Jones
portion
do
of
up
the
playing
race.
this
So
war,
NASCAR did deem that he did not do what he was
always
supposed to do
been
after getting all 4 tires on the non-racing side of the curb down there in turn 1. He's paid his debt, and now he too has got a lot of cars to pass.
But Adam, as we watched the start of the race, that is what NASCAR told us they would do on our call earlier this week. They said that was the driver's decision, that they didn't want it to be gray, and for NASCAR to have to make a decision. Common sense would have told me he lost enough there that you shouldn't penalize him. But that's not what they said they were going to do. They said, listen, no matter what, you're going to have to go through that, or it's a drive-through penalty.
I can see that becoming a big factor late in the race. You get 2 guys side by side through turn 1 and 2. One pushes another off turn 2. You're going to have to do a stop and go.
8 laps complete in Portland for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Sheldon Creed, your leader.
Yeah, Sheldon Creed's
Taylor
awesome.
Allgaier buried the top 5. Glad you're with us on FS1.
I need to introduce you. You will see how Geico makes it easy to save on home.
Marie is ready to buy her first home. Come on. When you buy with Rocket Homes and finance with Rocket Mortgage.
Years ago, we both had big dreams about
$10,000 cash toward closing from Rocket
Hey, I'm playing Home Alone right now.
nobody.
Yeah, same.
Man, it's such a nice day outside.
Yeah.
What you see my window?
All right, you're a car couple. But you won't win Formula 1 in a hybrid. Well, you never compete off-road. What about when there is no road? No gas.
Quick question. Who do you think will win the NBA Finals?
Power of dreams.
I'm not sure.
Break it down, Candace.
They got world-class bakers to develop their
Go over Miami, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. But Denver, I've been hearing, been getting more votes recently. But they just won Game 1.
Subway Series get an upgrade. The new number 19, the Pickleball Club. Who knew the Subway Series could get even better? Hey, maybe you should host a commercial then. Sure, okay. The Subway Series just keeps getting better.
After all, start here.
Nothing scary about Energizer
DealDash.com, the fair and honest bidding site. This KitchenAid mixer sold for
awesome rates are covered for a car, home, and stuff.
sold for less than $43. Sold for less than $1.
I want these blue.
USA, the military community.
I know one thing I know needs to fit the 164 boxes. Says I can't get these things open half the time.
How can you get these? How can you get them open? Is it the 2023s?
Yeah. This one that I have in my hand right now is a 22, and I know a 23. See about
I need to get it. You get a 23 one.
23 has the same problem.
Just about halfway home, stage 1.
These used to be easily open, but they made it so hard to do.
NASCAR Xfinity Series.
Oh, okay.
And I had to mess up the caption every
2023. We're at Portland International Raceway. This is our Ford onboard Cameron Cole Custer. From the back to 11 to 12 laps, I'd say it's pretty good.
Finally.
And he's been able to pass cars everywhere. In the braking zones, he's been able to roll through 4, 5, 6, and just roll inside of guys. As you see right now, he's right behind Contact, who had that contact with Chandler Smith early on. I'm going to say that fender's hurting that car a little bit. You see, right here, this is what I was talking about. He's just able to roll inside of all those guys, and I'm assuming that they're telling him the double zero has come from the back, and the guys aren't racing him super hard, but the double zero car.
That's Chris Buescher's 2022 one.
Yeah.
Is it his regular or his dual wing?
It's the fast metal hole.
Oh, okay.
There's 164 that always. Dude, I'm gonna have to buy a new 164 still. The certainly I'm now room for weekend.
Last year was impressive. Jeff Burton went around. He's having a good day in the 27, run earlier this year in Talladega, and knocking on the door of Mozak now. The 91.
Hey, I know one thing I may go Talladega to this
You got to keep an eye on him. He's
The fall race?
Yeah.
That's good. I usually go there every year for my birthday.
I don't know that you would put him in the guy that could win at any road course that we go to, but this is an opportunity race for him to get that top 10. They have done such a good job through that turns 1 and 2, Trevor. We know how tight that is. And I thought when we saw the car get to the inside that they would push the other one over and make them be in that penalty zone. And everybody's been pretty friendly early on here through there.
Well, I'm sure that intensity changes later. On a green light checkered. But right now, if you're Connor Mozak, you're talking about opportunity races. It's hard to remember how long these races are. It seems like 75 laps. Oh, it's so fast. But, I worked with Sammy Smith some in preparing for races, and today when we talked, I just said, hey, you keep all 4 tires on the racetrack the whole time, which he's had some adversity already, you're going to be in the top 10 at the end of this race and have a shot. So some of these opportunity guys have already had some trouble.
Case in point, Ryan Seagan at 39, back on track now, being scored at 28.
Oh, okay.
Racing the 43, Leland Honeyman.
Dual contact.
No give into turn 4.
And Sieg spins out. Same with the 43.
It's almost like Ryan was trying to be nice and not get into the 43, and when he tries to stay off of him, you see he just ends up going around himself. That's part of this track, though. They don't have the gravel on the exit, all those tracks. So those cars, the worst thing they do is get the grill clogged up. But this year, we haven't had the rain. It hasn't been as big.
The teams will want.
Through all that fresh cut grass, and it looks like the.
Oh.
He's He's probably a little frustrated
That's
right now.
good.
You know, even last year, though, when we had all that rain, there was a lot of room, except for these guys when they go off track. They would drive through it and get back on track. I mean, we had some crashes that produced cautions last year, but we didn't have as many cautions for drivers just sitting idle in the grass as I anticipated we would. And today, you just simply drive away and, as we talked about, hopefully keep all that debris all the way through.
There's not a lot of elevation change on this track. We talked about that earlier. That a Mid-Ohio or somewhere like that, where you're going up and downhill, you get some low spots in the grass, and I think that probably helps them not get stuck here. You're not driving uphill, trying to get out unstuck. But I was impressed last year how many cars were able to get out of the mud and keep rolling for sure.
Yeah, it's great when you come to a track like that, and it's frustrating at road courses when you get the caution every 2 or 3 laps. It becomes frustrating for us and for those watching at home. But it is nice they can run off track, and even the ones that get into the tire barrier.
Since it's a road course, there's no cautions for after stages. I completely forgot about that. That's gonna be relieving.
Dropped to the rear, didn't qualify as well as I would have thought earlier today.
Honestly, NASCAR should just I like it when NASCAR like erases for stage cautions at like the end, like it completely erases it, because that would be good.
I wish they do that all the time. But I'm going up there, people like, oh no, Talladella's unfolding them.
Really hasn't shown that speed that he showed last year, even in this car. And so when you're
No
fastest in
one.
practice, you go to qualify at a road course, you want to get it all.
That's Alex Bowman's night highlight car.
Yeah.
That one, I don't think that one hasn't even been released yet. I don't think.
I have it in my hand right now.
That's cool.
I died at the hall.
Dude, Ross Chastain's Wall Hail Melon car, it's already out in 164. Did you get that yet?
I ordered the 124 and still hasn't came in.
Oh, you ordered the 124 version?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
It hasn't came in, but I don't know why.
I think it's on pre-order, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
So far, even though they didn't get to qualify because of a problem in practice, he's got some speed.
Where's Sam?
Chevrolet from Junior Motorsport.
Yeah, I think he got that in maybe
He's
3 or 4 times in
18th.
that interview. How bad he wanted to be. That was a bad day.
And he's racing right behind Anthony Alfredo, the 78, driving for BJ McLeod, who was on the pole here a season ago. Bit of a sleeper when it comes to road racing is Alfredo.
We actually saw him on the pole last year here, and then was leading the race in that turn 1 incident.
Now this one I think they're out of the box.
It's Jeffrey. I know that's Jeffrey Earnhardt's number 3. That one, he finished second. He came close to winning that race.
Dude, I wanted to win so bad.
I don't blame you.
And we see it every time that the Xfinity Series has been in the race. It's really just the visibility for the driver.
I'll do an up-close view of
Now
the
inside 10 laps to go. First stage, Sheldon Creed, if you're just joining us, started on the pole, has led every lap. John Hunter Nemechek quickly jumps to second, and he stayed about a second behind Creed, really, for the last 6 or 7 laps.
Oh,
Just all
yeah,
matters to
really?
the third around Jordan Taylor, who now has company
That's
before
cool.
Josh Berry.
That's Chase Elliott's.
Yeah, it's amazing, the Josh Berry story. He's a late model racer. He's come to the Xfinity
This
Series.
thing is a matte black and it's a hood doesn't open, the back doesn't open. But overall, I like the guy.
Oh, who's the number 6 in the wall?
Yeah, that's on the last term. We saw a few guys run off.
That's Brennan Poole.
Qualified there. It was basically just because they were trying to get to that time.
I would love if they put the flat that on the I love if they add like a detail like that where if you push up it pops out and then push up and then it
Bring a
pops
caution
out.
not because of the crash, but all of that grass, maybe some of the
That's what
rocks
I
that come
want.
with you when you return to the racing surface. And
Yeah, Brennan Poole to the garage.
Kind of surprised he took it behind the wall there. There's not actually a clock
So,
here in this race, a fixed clock.
When I does that, that's the person I was holding it swapped it.
Oh no, you dropped it?
No, I didn't. The person that was living with me swapped it.
Oh no.
yeah, the DVP. And you know, when you look at Brennan Poole and his
Oh
history, he's been a
wow.
pretty good road racer.
Yeah.
statistically over the
Hey,
years.
at least the wheels are still hand time.
7 laps to go. Stage 1 and Sheldon Creed, trying to win for the first time in his career, and he looks good so far.
Sheldon Creed right now just continues to dominate in stage 1.
Oh, it's so. I don't know something. I know that diecast has some deflex on it. Like, ever since the series one came out, I've been finding deflex on the diecast over and over again.
They said motorcycles are one thing. You can't make cars. All right, you're a car company.
Like, the 9 on that one I just showed on the phone with, the 9 is down by like centimeters.
No gas. They've challenged us to do
And it's not placed on the like.
next. Hunt, the power of dreams.
Now that you've moved back home,
I have a resume here.
your mom has made it her job to find you a job. Any job.
$10 per prescription.
This is Carla's resume. I didn't even give this resume.
And also, they went back to the old boxes too.
When your resume is on Indeed, you get matched with relevant jobs that fit your requirements. Where do you get your persistence from? So everyone else can go back to minding their own business.
With Armor All
One
State
thing I
Billing
noticed,
Technology,
every time I go to the Harley race track, the same stuff from Daytona is doing every single time.
Armor All Technology, less work.
I'm just curious. I don't know much about the haulers and souvenir haulers too, but the souvenir haulers, do they travel or do they just have one at each track?
Oh, they travel.
Oh, okay.
Much smaller, it travels on that slap to another slap.
Oh, okay. I truly didn't know that. I thought it was just one at each track. I'm always curious, so.
Super 6 is the nation's most popular free-to-play.
Because on Monday, those haulers were going out to Portland, this, like, that one.
For your chance to win every week, just download the Super 6 app now.
Meet Ultimate Hybrid, advanced ceramic and wax technology.
When I was at Charlotte doing that Xfinity race, we can see the nut haulers weaving.
6 to go.
Okay.
On here in Portland for the NASCAR Xfinity. We get our first
6 to go, stage 1 here in Portland for the NASCAR Xfinity Series.
Oh, that's Stephen Parsons. His car must have stalled.
Yeah.
Stephen Parsons, who had already changed an engine after practice started at the rear.
After this, he's going to have the same response.
I feel like if we interview him after this, he's going to have the same response that Sam Mayer did last year.
I want to go home.
Want to go home, yeah, because it's been a long day for the 07 car.
Hey, this was a big deal, though, because Mason Maggio had gone a lap down, which took Sammy Smith out of the free pass position. Now we get this caution. Maggio gets back on the lead lap, gets the free pass, and Sammy Smith, with what will be 4 or 5 laps to go when we get the restart in the stage to another caution, is in the free pass position. That is huge for driver 18.
Yeah, I think to be able to get that back by the start of stage 2 is a big deal because it gives him a lot more time to make up that ground.
I'm going to go to one of the drivers here.
Let's go down to Jamie.
Connor Mozak. And we saw
I'm going to go to one of the drivers here, the number 24, Connor Mozak, and we saw that damage on the left front of that car, and when he comes by pit lane, the crew is unable to see the damage. They don't know what it is that they need to be ready to fix once they do make it down to pit lane, and so the team took a little bit of a different approach. The crew chief, Chris Bowen, was showing photos to the team using the laptop down on pit lane so that they know what the damage is and then they can get ready for it once we get to the end of the stage.
I'm going to say that when he saw that picture, he was like, oh, man. I was like, that's way worse than what, because that's going to be hard to fix with the bare bond or the tape that they're going to put on it. They're not allowed to put any panels on. They can only use tape and the pieces that are actually there on the car. So the good news for them is that they're going to have the 3 minutes to fix this under the brake. But there's not much material for them to work with.
So we got word, no free pass here. So everything I sold about Maggio and Sammy Smith.
That was a really good story, too.
Well, I think what happened is Stephen Parsons, in the cycle of his problem, had gone.
By the way, I'm planning on reacting to the Nashville Cup Series race.
Brought out the caution. NASCAR does not Award the free pass to the next driver in line.
I was
planning
planning.
to 50 slide, but I'm
Race Maggio here and be the first one full lap down.
And that's going to be his goal. They're gonna tell him that like this is who you have to get by. So that's the only car that he'll be racing right here. The other person that was happy to see that caution besides our free pass.
There's no in the World at 24 home shot, and then really up next to what I'm seeing being a 25
I don't know if he was saving if Sheldon Creed's getting loose, but this is right before the caution. John Hunter almost gets by Sheldon Creed. A good battle through turn 4.
You see John Hunter Nemechek?
That number point.
And because we're going to have stage points here in this next restart, I expect that.
I mean, John Hunter Nemechek, if you look at it, John Hunter Nemechek's been good everywhere. He couldn't likely win the championship this year.
He was good at quality until his tires started bleeding off.
Depending on how things go for all these drivers, I would guess we will see some aggression here down into turn 1.
You know, we didn't get a chance to talk about it because we came to the green so almost unexpectedly fast. But the start was a little bit better with them restarting towards the back. Interesting to see if it works out the same way this time. But everybody being ready and knowing that there's some stage points on the line.
Well, you know NASCAR drivers, they're going to figure out how to take advantage of any situation, just like the timing and scoring line for qualifying. So, you know, these lane choices here, again, are going to be so important because if your lane doesn't roll, you could literally lose 3-4 positions before you're allowed to pull out a line.
Let's give some love, though, to Sheldon Creed because he's led 20 laps today. And this is the third straight road course race that Creed has led at least 16 laps. And I don't know that I've always thought of him as a great road racer, even though, I mean, he did it in the truck series, right? But when he came over on the Xfinity side, I didn't know this was going to be a place that he could take advantage as much as he has. He delivers every time.
Sheldon has great car control, and I got to race against him some in the truck series, and he's just able to find that limit. He also raced a lot of off-road trucks, stadium super trucks, things that maybe aren't exactly the same, but they're road racing, and you learn how to just manage that speed.
I'm just amazed as you look at all 3 series who the good road racers are. Like if you look at Larson or Reddick, like you just would never pick them as with a dirt background that they're going to be good at road racing, but it just seems like some guys are able to pick this up and able to capitalize on it quicker than others.
Going to do the choose here. First time we've seen this at Portland.
Where are you going on this?
There's the choose rule.
Which lane would you take, Jamie? Where are you going on this restart?
I personally would rather
Creed is
be on
going to
the
the top,
inside,
and
getting down
Nemechek
into turn
bottom,
1,
buries
just
him
because I
on.
feel like if you're on the outside, that gives you that opportunity for the guy to knock you out, and there's such a penalty if you don't make the chicane, especially on the start if you're so far to the right because of where those A-frame towers are. So I think I would take the inside.
The 124.
As we get ready for the restart, we remind you
Oh, someone's on fire. Daniel Hemrick.
NASCAR Cup Series heads to St. Louis. Joey Logano looks to defend last year's win against a hungry pack of the Heartland. Coverage begins 2 Eastern time on FS1. We're green at 3:30. And on the pole, Kyle Busch got it done earlier.
Daniel Hemrick on fire.
Look at this. Daniel Hemrick in the 11.
Yeah, that almost looks like there was a fuel leak or an oil leak
Yep.
within
Oh,
the engine
no.
bay to have
That
flames like that.
sucks.
It looks like it's coming out of the carburetor, like the air box.
Hemrick out of the car. Thankful for that. The AMR safety.
I bet we knows the
Out of
dash.
the car.
Oh,
Thanks to
something.
that, the AMR safety team will roll out there. He came in only 34
Yeah.
points above the cut line.
Something
I know
happened.
we've got a long way to go, but today's race does signify the halfway point in the regular season.
It'd have been a great sponsor plug if he'd got one.
You know, for Hemrick, this is an opportunity race for him. You think about,
For Hemrick, it's an opportunity race for him. You think about
It looked like he was doing good until this happened.
He was 6th in the race right here at Portland.
it's our Monster Energy onboard camera. Watch out.
It's our Monster Energy onboard camera. Watch up ahead of Riley Herbst.
I mean, he obviously doesn't feel anything either. He's swerving back and forth, trying to get the tires warmed up. And I'm going to say that the smoke got inside the car, and he starts trying to figure out, where's this coming from?
Man, we were just about to go green.
Man, that's so frustrating.
Yeah, I hit it for Hemrick.
And it catches you off guard. You're rolling around, coming up to the choose. You don't expect something. And to be honest, I haven't really seen many fires come.
Yeah, I smell that fire through my
Build up,
TV.
brake press on the wheels during a pit stop, but not out of the airbox like this. Very, very wild looking.
Rice. on the pit box.
Chris Rice on the pit box.
Him celebrating last year with Allmendinger.
Never forget the image of him celebrating last year with Allmendinger when AJ won here after all the adversity he faced. And this is going to be an extended
I
cleanup.
thought super low ball like
It was going to be 4 to go.
flavors are
So we
awesome.
see where we are as far as ending stage 1 here. We'll step aside. Shelton Creed, John Hunter Nemechek up front.
All right, I'll be back. I gotta use the bathroom.
I'm in New York Hotel.
All right, I'm back.
This is Victoria, helping women stay healthy. These are your kids. Nike's next beat, new baby. The Maddie can help you find your new favorite color. Kyle helps find that behind the whoever you are, wherever, whenever.
Let me just reset my phone real quick.
Both guys show
Coors Banquet, same brewing tradition since 1873. Shortly.
75 years. Round. But we have to stop moving forward.
Okay.
Cars getting lined up for a restart at the end of stage.
Cars getting lined up for a restart at the end of stage 1 here in Portland. So many stories. Opening stage of the race. Toyota. That's Fire Super Garage right there, no question. 17 right now.
What the hey?
Last year as a backup driver, Shelton Green, because Shelton were expecting a child. So they were on baby watch. Taz was here in case he could jump in that 2-car. Riley Herbst driving the 98 for Stuart Haas. He's 9th right now. It's the Monster Energy on board here. And his teammate Cole Custer. Back to take our Ford on board. Get several angles. You get real busy here when we return to the ring. It did get the one to go. And a lot of credit. I thought this could even end the stage because of all that fluid that was coming out of Hemrick's car and everything everything it was going to take to clean that up, but no, we're going to get 2 laps to end the stage here at Green Flag Racing.
Well, based on how this restart is, these guys
I'll take an agreement on it.
And in this situation, typically at a road course, you'd see all these drivers come to pit road, get tires, and wait for the stage, but that's not legal in this race. You've got to wait for the stage break to put on 4 tires without serving a penalty.
We get non-competitive pit stops because this is a standalone race. We don't have our regular pit crews here, so all the service will be done. We hit the stage on a time clock, and all these teams come down pit road. Before that, though, we got to get to the end of the stage. Front row, Creed, and
Green flag back out.
That is so interesting to see them 2 wide and start in the middle of the corner, but it honestly has scattered the field out just a little bit more than what we would normally have getting down into turn 1.
But the top 2 are side by side. Josh Berry waiting in the wings.
When you saw Maya
The other one's going to act this time.
right there, yeah. Did everything he could. He actually got a really
Everything's
good
good so far. I don't see anybody spin out anything.
right there in turn 2. It's a better place to be.
Right there.
And you can see all those guys are sliding around right now. The tires, 23 laps on them. All those guys
Wow,
are
everyone seems to be going.
fresh rubber with
Okay.
at the stage.
All guys up to 4.
And having to fire back off on scuffs is so much harder than sticker tires. I'll tell you what, Nemechek's just dogging him. And you see him.
Man, Nemechek was all giving him a bunch of pressure right now.
He's trying to cross him over, gets a little bit of better drive on. The 20 car right now is just doing everything a little bit better than
Here comes Custer flying around now.
Coming in. And when you look at playoff points, Hill has 18, Nemechek has 14. So they are just flat going at it when it comes to this points battle. And a lot of points on the line here, both stage and a playoff point for the
Here comes Nemechek to the inside.
And here comes Nemechek to the inside. Final lap, stage 1, and the race for the lead is on.
Yeah, he was able to be just a little bit tighter on the exit of turn 12 and get inside the Sheldon Creek, kind of drag race down. But watch right here. It seemed like being in the position where the 20 is better on the exit of that corner just because you're on the inside of the next corner.
Nemechek going to have the inside lane in turn 4.
Oh, there you go. Just cross him over. There you go, John. There you go. There you go, Sheldon. Sheldon Creed. There you go.
More than a peak. He is there.
That's good.
I go back to last year.
Oh, give him a little bit of the
A
bump.
lot of stage points, and I felt like in both stage 1 and stage 2, something went wrong to take them.
Oh, look at that, man. We have a good fight for the stage 1. Look at Josh Berry.
A vulnerable position right there. John Hunter Nemechek swung out wide in turn 7 to get the big exit.
This was fun watch.
Yep.
You saw Sheldon Creed's peek inside of him.
Teammates for third. Allgaier gets by Josh Berry. He's bringing Austin Hill with him. Nemechek leading.
Creed's closing in.
Down to 10, 11, and 12.
That big entry was risky, but it paid off on exit. He got the gap that he needed here to get through 11 and 12, and hopefully.
Oh,
Look at this. Here comes Creed. Wow.
Sheldon Creed with
Wins the opening stage. It's the second stage.
Wow, that was awesome. Oh, and around goes Joe Brown Jr.
Just overcooked it a little bit and ran wide 12.
Must have been running his qualifying lap. The start finish line was in turn 11, right?
It doesn't get much better than this.
That was awesome.
Sheldon was so aggressive on that last lap.
Got loose in.
Yeah, Nemechek all loose.
He dropped the left side. All
Wow.
you can do there.
Sheldon said, if I'd have known you're going to do that, I wouldn't have wrecked you up on the other side.
Great finish to stage 1. Sheldon Creed gets it. Nemechek, Allgaier, Hill, Berry, the top 5.
Why are you showing John R. Nemechek? Sheldon Creed won stage 1.
Moderate to severe eczema still disrupts my skin. Despite treatment, it disrupts my skin with itch. It disrupts my skin with rash. But now, I can disrupt eczema with Rinvoq. Rinvoq is not a steroid, topical, or injection. It's one pill once a day. Many taken Rinvoq saw clear or almost clear skin, while some saw up to 100% clear skin. And they felt dramatic and fast itch relief, some as early as 2 days. That's Rinvoq Relief.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers, including lymphoma and skin cancer, death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occurred. People 50 and older with at least one heart disease risk factor have higher risk. masks. Don't take if allergic to Rinvoq. A serious reaction.
All right, we just hit 1 hour of the stream.
If you are or may become pregnant.
Disrupt the itch and rash of eczema. Talk to your doctor about Rinvoq.
Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
When we were a motorized bicycle company, they said that's fine for the streets, but you'll never win a race. They said motorcycles are one thing, but you can't make cars. All right, you're a car company, but you won't win Formula One in a hybrid. Well, you'll never compete off-road. What about when there is no road? No gas. They've challenged us to do a lot of things. What will we do next? Honda, the power of dreams.
You're spending all your time on a quest for a new job. But you'd rather be on a quest for dragons. You need a way for jobs to venture to you.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Create a free Indeed account, and you no longer have to choose between job searching and socializing. Indeed has thousands of employers ready to search for you.
Subway just keeps getting better. Break it down, Candace.
They got world-class bakers to develop their tastiest bread yet. This truly makes the Subway series a dream team. You know about that, Chuck.
Yeah, I was the bread of that team, too. Try the Subway Series menu. Their tastiest refresh yet. The Subway Series is getting an upgrade. And new number 19, the Pickleball Club. Who knew the Subway Series could get even better? Me. I did. Maybe you should host a commercial then. Sure, okay. Subway Series just keeps getting better.
Nothing scary about Energizer Ultimate Lithium. The #1 longest-lasting AA battery. USAA?
How many percent is on phone right now? It's on charge.
But they also have banking, plus advice, and other perks.
It's at 76. Still in the 70s.
USAA, for the military community and their families.
First 25 laps 10 of the race is
Oh, another caution.
for NASCAR's Xfinity Series. Here are your top 10 finishers in stage one. Sheldon Creed gets that pass off turn 12 of John Hunter Nemechek when the 20 goes wide. The points break down, give a playoff point to Sheldon Creed, who's won a stage for the second time this year.
Wait,
Jordan Taylor.
I seriously thought there was no cautions after stage breaks.
Really, really nice job. We mentioned the fact that pit stops here are going to be a
Oh,
little
that's
bit
Mount
different
Hood. I've been on that mountain
regulars
before.
here because the Cup cars are racing in St. Louis this weekend. You come to the end of the stage, you get a 3-minute break. Teams are allowed to change 4 tires. The only time you can fuel the car all day long is at the stage break. There are some options to change tires other times. We'll go through that if it comes up. And the restart order is set at the time.
Oh, there is stage breaks in this race. I thought there wasn't, but there is.
Why? Because there wasn't enough laps.
Your running position back when we begin stage 2. And I also want to pay off listed on timing and scoring.
You know what?
What
I
happened?
think they added them back because there wasn't enough laps last week.
Oh, okay.
Sammy Smith would stay lap down to begin stage 2.
Looks like they're all going down pit road for their breaks. These are like non-competitive pit stops.
I remember last year this process, and everybody comes down pit road, they park, and then you get that signal.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't watch
I
this.
see why
Turn
now.
them loose and
Yeah.
jump over the wall and go into action.
Of course, last year it was so different because everyone was trying to get their windshield clean, and
Right.
remember, it was pouring rain.
It's
There was
because
a lot to
everyone
do.
is
This would
at
be
WWE.
pretty
That's
straightforward for
why.
most fans.
Okay.
Yeah, you had way more to manage. than
Yeah,
just
that's why.
changing
Because
tires
mostly everyone is at a different track.
Taylor a minute ago,
Mhm.
just to see how he fares after these changes, right? The drivers with experience kind of know what these cars are capable of and what they need to go fast. Jordan Taylor's never been in one of these cars. He finished 6th in that stage. So when you talk to your crew chief,
Looks
you're
like
not
we're
going
going
to ask for a
for
track
race
bar change or
breaks.
a wedge change. You're just going to tell them what the car does and hope your crew chief gives you what you need.
Yeah, well, and one thing for Jordan
It looks
Taylor
like we're gonna be doing. It looks like
is
these.
experience another restart.
There's another car on track.
Well, he's trying to make that lap up.
Yeah.
He actually, I think
He's going to be one ahead of everyone now.
wow, this is the second time around.
So it looks like.
So we've started the clock, as I understand it.
So it looks like this next stage is going to be 25 laps, so the other stage is going to be 25 laps.
The Maggio situation, who, as I pointed out, had received the free pass unofficially. Let's go down to Josh as we're on these race cars.
Great battle for him to win. Let's start with the 2 of Sheldon Creed. An absolute great battle for him to win that stage. Just getting past John Hunter Nemechek. His biggest complaint about the car, saying he's just too tight everywhere, so they're going to try to make an adjustment to help Sheldon out. Moving over to his teammate, the 21 of Austin Hill. He felt going into the day he just didn't have a winning car. He felt he had a top 10 car. What his biggest complaint so far? He's losing lateral grip, and he said he has 0 forward drive, so they're going to make an adjustment.
So we're officially a third of the way through this race.
He didn't have very many complaints about most of that stint. He did make the most moves, the biggest advancement, getting the first place position after that restart. And that was really where all of his attention was. He knew that the restarts were going to be rocky, is the way that he put it. But he got in, and the last 4 laps, he was telling his crew chief, Ben Bayshore, that it just kind of slid up from underneath him. It was a little quiet over the radio, and Ben said, it doesn't really matter. You should have held on to it. So they talked about it just a little bit. They said, it's okay. We're going to go and get him next time. We're going to take on full tires, top you off with fuel. We've got another 25-lap stint. His tires did hold on for most of that stint, so he's got a pretty good car underneath him. And then for the number 7, Justin Allgaier, one of the things that he noticed was about after lap 12, he didn't have the same car that he had. So we're going to give him just a couple of adjustments, try and make it last a little longer. The sun has been up all day long. The racetrack, even though it has a lot of grip in it compared to what they were expecting, what they knew about last year, it is starting to get a little greasy. So just a couple of adjustments, but overall, Justin's pretty happy with that number 7.
Comments to I'm shocked to hear I just think you comments to John Nemechek, because I just think you always believe in your driver. Even if he messes up, you just always pump him up, because mentally inside of the car, that's what you need. You already know you made a cheerleader. You're kind of second guessing, like you already know you made a mistake, right? So you need your crew chief, your spotter to go on and be like, rub it off, let's just move it in.
Way to go.
I'll say this too, it's early in the race. We got a long way to go, and this team is in such a good position. Missed opportunity, but plenty of time to make up for the miscue. Opening stage went to Sheldon Creed. It is a beautiful day in Portland, Oregon for the NASCAR Xfinity Series.
I told myself I was okay.
Yeah, that's pretty up there. I've been to Portland, Oregon before. It's really gorgeous up there.
But just okay isn't okay.
And I was done settling.
If you still have symptoms after a TNF blocker like Humira or Enbrel, Rinvoq is different and may help. Rinvoq is a once-daily pill that can dramatically relieve RA and PSA symptoms, including fatigue for some. It can stop joint damage, and in PSA, can leave skin clear.
Well, I think it's time for some little background music.
To fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers including lymphoma and skin cancer, death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occur. People 50 and older with at least one heart disease risk factor have higher risks. Don't take if allergic to Rinvoq, as serious reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Done settling?
Ask your rheumatologist for Rinvoq.
And take back what's yours.
Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
When we were a motorized bicycle company, they said that's fine for the streets, but you'll never win a race. They said motorcycles are one thing, but you can't make cars. All right, you're a car company, but you won't win Formula One in a hybrid. Well, you'll never compete off-road. What about when there is no road? No gas. They've challenged us to do a lot of things. What will we do next? Honda, the power of dreams.
Subway just keeps getting better. Break it down, Candace.
They got world-class bakers to develop their tastiest bread yet. This truly makes the Subway series a dream team. You know about that, Chuck?
Yeah, I was the bread of that team, too. Try the Subway series menu. The tastiest refresh yet. Subway series get an upgrade. The new number 19, the Pickleball Club. Who knew the Subway series could get even better? Me. I did. Maybe you should host a commercial then. Sure, okay. Subway series just keeps getting better.
Nothing scary about Energizer Ultimate Review. The #1 longest-lasting AA battery. USAA? Yeah, they have awesome rates on coverage for our car, home, and stuff. But they also have banking, plus advice, and other perks. So we know she's all set. Because we've got USAA.
USAA, the
the military community and their families.
This is Rochelle, who gives you a shot. Rebecca is there when you feel not so hot. This is Larissa, who's feeling blown up. And this here is Winnie, who zhuzhed up their cup. This is Victoria, helping women stay healthy. These are your kids, I can next week with Betty. And Maddie can help you find your new favorite color. And Kyle helps find Matt's behind the Santa. Whoever you are, wherever, whenever. At CVS, healthier happens together.
Car Gurus. Getting all set for stage 2. NASCAR
Yep,
Xfinity
getting
Series
ready for
race
stage 2 now.
Great Saturday here at Portland International Raceway. A couple of stories that came out of our first stage break. We had a driver change. Brad Perez is now into 43 for Leland Honeyman. Got a report that Honeyman's been dealing with some food poisoning. So Brad is in. We've seen him.
Brad Perez is now in the car.
3 starts under his belt in Xfinity competition. And that car was on the lead lap. So at least they were able to make it there to the end of the stage and make the driver change. And hey, we have to tell the story of Alpha Prime Racing.
That's
Tommy
cool.
Joe Martin, Caesar
For
Vaccarella.
him.
Their entire team has had a ton of adversity this week. They brought 2 haulers out west from their race shop to Portland, and both had issues. The 44-45 carrying the primaries, the 43 hauler carrying the 43 car in a backup. And this is 7 o'clock yesterday evening local time. They finally, after all the mechanical problems with their haulers, were able to get here. It was all hands on deck. A lot of assistance from everyone in the NASCAR community. What an amazing story this week for the team, Josh.
Yeah, it's been a whirlwind of a week for Alpha Prime Racing, and you were just talking
Okay,
about
here we go.
Leland Honeyman having to step out because of that food poisoning. Well, I saw Brad Perez earlier today, and he told me to keep an eye out because he knew that if Leland had to get out of the car that he would be going in. So he was literally on pit road, pitting for the 53. He had his driver's suit on, he had his driver's shoes on, ready to go. He got the call and hopped behind the wheel. Obviously, he feels bad for Leland, but this is a great opportunity as well as Brad Perez. He's excited about it. He wants to make the most of it. But guys, remember this. This is the first time he's going to be out on this track. It's now lap 27 in this race.
That's a tough spot.
So Brad Perez will be substituting for a driver that has food poisoning using the
driver comfort's huge. Front row as we begin stage 2. Same guys that were out there for that restart not long ago. You got Creed on the inside of John Hunter Nemechek.
I've got a little more experience on these restarts. We'll see these guys
There we go.
continue to get more and more aggressive. It looks like they're
Let me fly back
much
out.
closer together than they were on the restart.
Allgaier looks like he's pushing Creed.
Justin Allgaier got a great start.
Yeah, that inside row.
Here comes Custer.
Look at that. You see Cole Custer making it 3 wide, being on the inside, is able to get it slowed down. And to me, this is the...
Yep. Oh, Josh Berry spins out. He keeps it going.
Yeah, so he's doing it right. That's exactly what you have to do. You got to go in and out of these A-frame towers. Unfortunately, they're not very hard.
Now, if that had been a Chevy tower, do you think you would have hit it? I mean, that's the competition, right?
Good call.
I couldn't let that one go.
Well, that just adds insult to injury. Like he talked about earlier, he's already spun out. He stopped in the middle, so to go through that now just adds even more. But I guess, honestly, if you're Josh Berry, you're going to the rear, you're going to have a lot of recovery left to do anyways.
He's been running in the top 5 all day long. You look at his average running position, it's right around 4 today. So a huge debt to pay for Berry as he has a tough restart. He's going to have a lot of cars to pass.
It was such a slow spin.
Oh, you can only say 4 or 5 seconds, yeah.
Now, I feel like every time when there's like dirt, I feel like someone's spin out.
But they've been single car incidents. Much call, right? I almost feel like that restart zone's working out.
The other thing that makes that beneficial is you can probably use the same braking point that you use with your green flag, where normally you're riding slower on a caution. You're driving it a lot deeper from this year.
Watch it, 21 Austin Hill.
Yeah, I don't think he touched him, though. It just looked to me like Berry hit that inside curve and,
Just spun out
the car
here.
kind of pitched off and tried to get it turned, and it just came around on him.
This is our Toyota on board, Kaz Grala.
tell you, we've got 3 guys there at the front of the field that are kind of separating themselves from the rest of the pack.
We've talked about Cole Custer and how quick he is and how much he recovered, but look right behind him in 5th place. Parker Kligerman is coming through the field right there with him. Really impressive run for both of these guys to be inside the top 5 already at this point.
And when you look at those top 4 drivers, they've all either won or they're in a really, really good points position, right? I mean, they're well above the cut line. Parker Kligerman, we talked about it, is not. I'm not going to say he's in a must-win right now with as much time as we have to go to the playoffs, but boy, oh boy, could they make their life a lot easier and less stressful if they can go out on a day like today and take advantage. And boy, he's really in position, having a great day, Jamie. We've got Jamie McMurray in the booth and Jamie Howe on pit road. And I said Jamie, I should have said, let's go to Jamie Howe on the 48. I'm sorry, Jamie.
No, that's all right. I talked to Parker Kligerman after qualifying when he knew he was going to have to start at the back after changing the gearbox in that number 48 machine. And he was sitting on the couch up in his lounge, and he said, you know, this one hurts a little bit. He said, I really wanted to do well here. We've got 3 road courses in a row here in Xfinity. He said, this is my bread and butter. He put into terms of love. He said, you never forget your first love. His first love was always road racing. So it stung him a little bit, but he said, you know what, I'm not giving up. We've got something for everybody else, and we're going to use it. He said he was leaving nothing on the table, already up into the top 5. It's been a good run so far.
Yeah, Parker Kligerman, I've been impressed with him this season.
I'll tell you, when we watch Parker Kligerman go around there, Trevor, it's incredible how much roll the body has of that car. I mean, we see all of them hiking up a little bit, but the 48 seems like they have something maybe just a little bit different.
And the exchange there is for drive, right? Like you're trying to get it salted up to drive off the corner, but sometimes that body roll can hurt the balance pretty quickly.
Look at that 24 car.
They got
Connor Mozak. He's still in the top 15.
All right, welcome back.
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously has hurt the performance of that car, but he has done a really good job of hanging on.
Josh Berry spun out on the restart.
If I look at that, there's kind of the theory, do you want that, or do you want all the cool air blowing on that tire? Is that more beneficial than what the aero is, especially when you get to some of these slower corners like you're going to see right here, this 4, 5, 6, 7 combination.
It does give us an opportunity, though, to pay off the moves that have been made at Sam Hunt Racing. They go to 2 cars full-time this year. They've been very competitive. Both their cars were in the top 10 at Darlington. Corey Hine was driving the 24 there. Cass Gralla just gotten better and better as the year has gone on. Well, I'll tell you, Mozak can find his way to the top 10 with the way that car looks. This would be a real win for Sam Hunt Racing today in Portland.
There'll be a bunch of them like that before the day's over. We get down towards the end of this, everybody be a lot more taken than given.
They're already starting to. Even your leader, Sheldon Creed's got some scrapes down the last side.
I saw that.
Side of it. So check that another way.
And these front 3 checked out the first lap or 2 after the restart. It looked like they were going to drive away, but it's somewhat leveled out right now. And
Justin Allgaier. Imagine if he went back to that.
Did a really good job in the first stage. Really
Yep.
just kind of riding behind Sheldon Creed, and then we saw Sheldon's car go away around lap 20, and then he was able to capitalize. If the caution doesn't come out, I think without a doubt, John Hunter's able to pass him and
Looks like John Hunter Nemechek, I believe, has a better long-run car than Sheldon
There's
Creed.
no doubt about it. Sheldon Creed is hustling his car pretty hard to make the speed that he's making. Meanwhile, Justin Allgaier and John Hunter Nemechek just look so smooth, much like we talked about Jordan Taylor earlier in the race.
Next week we'll be racing in Sonoma.
Next week we'll be racing in Sonoma. And that race will look a lot different on a road course in comparison today. And really, your mindset changes too if you're one of these Xfinity regulars, because not only are you racing against Cup drivers, and there will be a handful of them in the field. A.J. Allmendinger, Ty Gibbs is scheduled to race next week, so is Kyle Larson. But beyond that, you don't have the stage breaks. We've been doing these stage breaks everywhere forever. This year we decided on road courses we're not going to do it. Now we're doing it today because we don't have our regular pit crews here, which will next week. You'll drive right through the stage. So the entire approach at
Oh, yeah, that's why they're doing stage breaks, because they don't have regular pit crews.
I think are great at an oval. I love it. You need to have that caution, and typically we can have a long enough run that you're ready for caution. At the road courses, the way that they were spaced out, it almost took any strategy out. That's one of the best parts of the race.
I have a feeling it's probably one of the unique NASCAR Xfinity Series races we have on the schedule this year, besides the Chicago Street Course, which I'm definitely watching that race.
I like that they're still going to award stage
Yeah, I'm gonna watch. So I bet it's on.
Running well, but to me, to let that kind of run out and get the natural clock,
It's gonna be a damn work.
and it's not often that we actually see field strategy come in, but hey, we saw it last weekend with Justin Allgaier getting that win on field strategy.
Which I'll be up in upstate New York once that race happens.
It's incredible how soft the back of that car is, and the lack of rebound and the front shocks on that car. And you see Justin Allgaier go by John Hernandez. After qualifying, you mentioned this car was really good on the long run. We talked about John Hernandez.
Allgaier just passed Nemechek. Really looks like he's pulling away just a minute.
Especially when you have fall off. Sometimes getting used to the track, but he really felt like his car was coming in. If he's going to find anything, he thought it was just getting loose, on the long run, but felt like he was somewhere in the middle. His teammates and his setup, he said, are very different. Some are very soft in the rear, some are very stiff. He's somewhere in the middle, but he thinks it really helped his car with longevity and balance of roll like the 48 car has. See right here, the pass. Sheldon Creed
locked to the tires. They're on that replay.
It just loses a little bit of his momentum. Probably had to check him so he didn't run into Sheldon Creed, and that allowed Justin Allgaier to get by. Yeah. But guys, I'm telling you, as we watch this stage develop, spaced out a little. It's so close with these top five. We kind of spaced out a little bit at the end of the other first stage, but we've got 5 cars right now, essentially all running about the same time and all stacked up. And we've been talking about Parker Kligerman. You see, he is all over the back of Cole Custer. We thought he was one of the best cars in stage 1. I think if one of these drivers, Justin Allgaier or John Nemechek, can get away or get by Sheldon Creed, I'm interested to see if those gaps start to open back up. You can tell Sheldon Creed is pushing this thing, locking up the wheel, getting into turn 4. He's on the edge, and they've kind of stacked up now. So we don't know at this moment who can get away from that. Well, he mentioned in the stage break that car didn't want to turn. He said it was too tiny. To me, when I watch him right now, it looks like it needs some rear grip. It looks to me like he's too loose because every corner we see him turn in just a little bit earlier than whoever's behind him. And typically turning in early is because the back doesn't have enough grip. When you're just loose, you're kind of cheating the corner a little bit.
Talking about all these drivers coming from the back, Chandler Smith has had a host of problems today, including a penalty in stage 1. But he's up to 14th in the running order and trying to get by Brett Moffitt. Meanwhile, his teammate out of the race. Let's go to Joe.
Yeah, you guys talk about problems there. Big problem for Daniel Hemrick early on in
Tough
the race.
break for Hemrick
We saw your
there.
car on fire. Do you realize that what happened?
7 down there.
Yeah, not really happened so fast. So, we left turn 7 down there to grid up for the restart, and I had a funny feel all of a sudden, like the top 10 or 15%
Oh,
of the
okay.
gas pedal, a lot of play in it. And then about that time, I saw smoke out of the right front fender and then smoke out of the carburetor, the cal area. And then I knew I had a problem how to get out. But at that point, I knew it was on fire. So sounds like it's something fuel-related, carburetor-related. ECR does such a great job for us. And very rare that stuff like that happen. But, yeah, I think they're actually going to be able to repair the stuff that got burned up, and we'll be able to get the Circle Chevrolet back out there. Definitely not going to
plug the engine a little bit.
Disappointing, but great race cars here. Just disappointed to have a weekend get away from us on this. Disappointing end to the day for Daniel Hemrick, guys.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Daniel. How about this battle at the front? Just over 2 seconds separating the top 6. 0.6 of a second separating the top 3. The racing is outstanding. As we go side by side, your top 5 in Portland: Creed, Allgaier, Nemechek, Custer, and Kligerman.
And then it's all been really close.
Yeah.
And already, here we are, months into the season, and already a year's worth of drama.
Not for night.
Oh, trouble. Big names are back doing big things, even if it's for new teams.
I have a feeling 2023 has been the most dramatic season since,
And as for the racing,
I don't know, since 2014.
it's gonna be
Maybe,
fast,
maybe not.
so better keep your head on a swivel.
Saturday, it's baseball night in America on Fox. Saturday, it's baseball night in America on Fox. It doesn't get bigger than this. The Yankees and the Dodgers, New York and LA.
Allgaier on the
Two icons.
Allgaier, see there, he's catching up.
Two heavyweights collide in an East versus West battle, featuring some of the game's biggest stars. Monster shot! Boogie has done it again! It's baseball night in America tonight. 7 Eastern.
Yeah, I go. How about the best network maximum? Let's invent that.
I got one. How about the best network imaginable? Let's spend that.
Pretty much everywhere. Quick survey. Who wants their internet to work pretty much everywhere? And it needs to run smooth, like super smooth.
Hey, should you be drinking that?
Right? Who doesn't want internet that busy women? We don't have time for lag or buffering. Who doesn't want internet that helps AI do your homework even faster?
Come again? Sorry, what was that?
Introducing the next generation 10G network, only from Xfinity. The future starts now.
Allgaier looking on the inside there, still not going to pass him.
For every purpose, for every path, every soul, for every season, there's a Ram.
Now during Ram. Low MSRP on the
Now during Ram season, get 10% below MSRP on the 2023 Ram 1500.
I thought the side-by-side coverage was going to bail us out because I felt like for sure something is going to go down at the front of the field, but nothing has changed since we stepped away. It continues to be the same running order inside the top five.
Allgaier.
Justin Allgaier starting to get a little more aggressive with Sheldon Creed.
Yeah, and Sheldon looks to me like he struggles with some of the slower
I
corners.
bet we
And is holding
those
these
three
guys
more
up.
like they're the front highest
So good on
often.
the exit onto the
Yeah.
front stretch and then onto the back stretch, like we see right here. That Justin's not able to be close enough to passing into the braking zones.
Question about Gateway. How did you like last year's race?
It was good.
Yeah, the racing's good.
Racing lane, but I like seeing slide the entire time. Once went down.
Shallow entries that you talked about, and maybe he is tight. He's going to use those curves to help the car
That's why I like
rotate.
watching.
You have Ford drive, and
That's why I like
so hard
North
to
Field
pass, just
first
like you were
from
talking
up.
about, Jamie, because
Because
you
that
can't
one
set up
was
the next
Oh.
corner in that
no
next
one
braking
had
zone
to work.
without just
Allgaier just put the bump in the back of Creed just a little
as hard
bit.
as he's driving that thing. I've got to imagine in the next couple laps.
Yeah, 17 close to the dude.
John Nemechek, Justin
Wouldn't be
Allgaier,
amazed
Cole
if 7
Custer,
passes.
they're riding a little bit right now. They aren't putting that pressure
Gold
on us, and
Custer
as
is
this car
up at
fades, they'll
4.
probably get by him. Well,
I was
Yeah.
just from viewing.
Just passed Kligerman. Yeah, dirty air isn't really a factor at all.
It was just how
We're halfway through stage 2.
fast
Talking
is
about John
going.
Hunter Nemechek. So let's look at our Toyota top performers in today's race. Maya Snyder.
Got out one person in front
He's
of
going to
me.
move out here and run the weekly series, isn't he? So good here a year ago. Great again today. Only his second start of the season, driving that 19 for Joe Gibbs Racing. He's 7th. 14, Connor Mozak. Can't say enough about him. Not even running full time, but getting it done.
Maya Snyder had to be jumping up and down when he found that he's going to be in a Joe Gibbs racing car at a track where he ran in the top 3 a lot of the race. I know what that feeling's like for Maya.
11-1 stage 2.
For a long time.
Little distance now has been created. Top 4 pulled away a bit. Little distance now has been created. Top 4 pulled away a bit from Kligerman and Jordan Taylor. There's the 19. Maya
Nice
Snyder.
line with that right there.
Race full time in an Xfinity car the last 3 years. Got that win a couple of seasons ago at the Homestead Miami Speedway, and as we said, so close to getting career win number 2 last year right here at Portland.
That's a good looking car. The paint scheme on that car, I love that. Every time we zoom in on that, it's a good looking race car. They did a nice job designing it. We've been talking a lot about Justin Allgaier in the 7, but his teammate Sam Mayer has quietly crept into the top 10 now. You know, earlier
Sam Mayer's down with
trouble to get all the laps in and qualifying and practice, but now
Somebody was in the top 10. Wally Hooks is in the top 10 also.
Quiet, but
Yeah.
great move to the front. I want you guys to watch right here when they exit turn 12. I noticed this a couple of laps ago. Look at
Hopefully
how
Wally
close
Hooks
they
doesn't
get to
mess
this
up.
outside wall. And the reason
Quick question. That Chase Elliott jacket, did you get that at Charlotte?
Yeah.
How much did it cost?
I got it was originally $150.
Oh, wow.
And since I got the Hall of Fame, I got like $23 off.
Oh, that's cool.
A second ago, while you guys were talking, three of our biggest
And
movers
it's speed ain't
way
talking
into the
more
top 10,
too.
and all of them had to start the rear today for one reason or another. Riley Herbst racing hard with the 21 of Austin Hill for position inside the top 10.
Man, he was hanging on to that thing.
What right now?
He tried to get inside of Austin Hill the lap before and wasn't able to get it done. Committed that time, and you can see the back of that car dancing as he was on the brakes down to turn one.
In six there, he's got a little gap back to minus. Jordan Taylor's kind of biding this time in six there. He's got a little gap back to minus Snyder. But if these next four drivers that are on the mission right now catch him, his day's going to get a little bit more busy. He's done such a good job just being quiet, calm. But Riley Herbst, when he gets there, he's trying to head to the front.
You know, you got to assume that Sheldon Creed and Austin Hill have a similar setup and lack of practice here. You're going to come very similar. And, you know, it's been reported that the two cars too tight.
Oh man, that was good right there.
Whoa.
From Riley Herbst. The entry to turn 10. You got to assume that
Here
21
comes-
car's probably too
Same
tight.
This is why I like road course racing. Like
Continues to get worse and worse.
Did that dirt distract Austin Hill?
Yeah.
But it opened the door for Sam
My
Jarrett.
favorite road courses are
What you don't know as a driver,
Watkins Glen. I like the Glen, Portland, Oregon, the Portland Raceway. I like that track as well. Charlotte Roval, but that's another one of my favorites. I think my top three are the Charlotte Roval, Portland, and Watkins Glen.
Daytona was a good one.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Man, I want NASCAR to do the Daytona road course for this.
We'll have to wait and see what happens. You never know, like, may come back. Ooh, Brandon Jones. Casgralla. Wow.
So do you know what I think they should do this last of their now? They should do Daytona road course or North Wilkesboro.
I actually like the idea of doing it on the Daytona road course.
Yeah.
Because it's right there back at Daytona, and
It's pretty fun watch. Yeah, I watched it that. Then they do in 21 or 2020.
they did the Clash in 2021.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, that one's a good race too.
And the finish was awesome.
Battling for the win, and one ended up. And you know that was exciting. You know,
Yeah.
up on your feet and stuff happens. And Kyle Busch took it.
Yeah.
Oh, we got the 08 in the grass.
It's NASCAR in the streets of Chicago, and so much more. The Chicago Street Race Weekend. For tickets
And for people wondering, yes, my favorite driver still was that thing.
I had to create my own. When I started stunt driving,
Yes, he's a Chase Elliott and a Ross Chastain fan, correct?
so I got my
Yeah.
and I got to work literally every minute of the day.
And I'll probably say I would.
And now I can confidently say
Awesome, dude.
If Bubba wins a few 1 or 2 races this one, I may bump him up my favorite list.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Hopefully he wins the race this year.
Wins, I'm like, all right, this side speed, I'm doing my life with.
And he's been on a hot streak.
Mm-hmm. Top 5 at Charlotte. I was happy about that.
Yep.
Kevin Harvick is my favorite list.
Yeah, I like Kevin Harvick, man. Really like him a lot.
I love if I could make my favorite list for 24 or 2012. I used to really like Tony Short back when he was racing.
You're so much more than just a landowner.
Here comes Custer to the inside of. Wait, is that Kligerman? Yeah, Kligerman. Custer's is still up in the
That's
four.
why you need versatile, durable Kubota equipment. The sports world loves the USFL. Here we go. This is the gridiron phenomenon that fans are going crazy for. Real pros, real football for real fans. The USFL action kicks off tomorrow at 1 and 4 Eastern on Fox.
And already,
Nima Mitch like on my bumper one guy
Months
just a
into the
bit.
season, and already a year's worth of drama. It's coming in fast, so better keep your head
You
on
know,
straight.
one thing that really annoyed me last weekend.
What was it?
It's so no when Bo Wallace took the firewall and almost everyone Facebook lied about it. Then when Elliott done the same thing, people loved him for that. I'm like, wait, what?
He's dominated. He's led 41 laps today. But I got to tell you, if you look at the race going on behind
And
him,
I would say I've said my opinion on that
it's really not been a dominant
last
performance.
week,
Anybody's guess
but
who's
I'm
going to win
like,
the second stage.
These drivers
whatever.
behind him are having to play chess right now because if you make that move on Sheldon Creed and it doesn't work, then you're the guy that's going to be the victim.
Do you notice Parker Kligerman's like his right front or left front tires is going up?
Yeah.
Taylor started sixth, he's riding sixth right now. For a debut in a car that he got 20 minutes of practice in, pretty good right now, Josh.
Hey guys, and listen to this. AJ Allmendinger may not be here competing in this race, but he is watching and he is relaying messages for Jordan Taylor. He texted Chris Rice and told him to tell Jordan Taylor.
Also, what made me think
passes.
put out
He said,
him
on
on
the exit, not while rolling. Jordan came over the radio and said, "Hey, tell AJ thank you for that."
Who could you get better advice from, right?
Just credit to Alex Johnston, the crew chief.
One driver. Speaking of AJ Allmendinger, he's been. I thought Allmendinger. He's one of my picks for the playoffs this year, but it seems like at the ovals he's really been underperforming.
Yeah.
I thought he would be at least competitive at the ovals, but he's like sitting like 25th in points right now.
I thought that point was going to pass him at Charlotte, but he held the point off pretty well.
He's holding this whole trade up. They're just not able to get past him. But they're gonna get
Like the number point is way faster than that 7.
Yeah.
It's so hard to do what Sheldon's doing. When you're watching the mirror and watching for a move, I've got to say every single corner, just stay on your mark, not make a mistake. I've got to say I'm super impressed with him being able to hold that lead so long.
He's working so hard inside of that car to be able to maintain that position. Well, he gave up the lead with 1 to go in our first stage.
And here's the thing. So at Charlotte, being Hamlin, he should tell him when to not have the slap. You know that?
Yeah, I knew that. And if Chase wanted to retaliate, that's fine. He should have just either do the same thing to what, just put him up the track, just same thing what Hamlin did to him, or just bump him out of the way and he will lose a ton of spots or something like that. That would be completely fine.
White and Southern Wall all the way down the square.
Oh, 16 around. That's Chandler Smith.
Again.
Yeah. He's been having a rough day. Oh, goodness. How do you think if the NASCAR Cup Series race here, how do you think the racing will be?
It'll be good. I mean, so is like Hound, the concrete wall, but yeah. 19 allowed.
Yeah, he just went out there. Yep. It's nice. Yep. He only lost like 3 spots from it.
He lost 4.
Yeah.
And he can catch back up.
Yes.
Mistakes are the name of the game in road racing. You can just
And obviously, all could win. Two Motorsports could win. I don't see so good winning.
Yeah, I don't see. The only Joe Gibbs driver I think has a shot here is John Hunter. I mean, he has a.
Accidents right here today. They just went around on MC Chandler, so we've seen lots of accidents right here today. This is a really.
Let's say about it. Once it really starts to now, that 20 to the taken out, no reason. Just for that and that and that.
After 2 or 3 incidents already, back up to 12, 13 places.
Yeah, Toy's on the 7th bump, but yeah, Toy's on the number 7 bump.
Yeah.
Those things are going back to like Blaze with that same system back. And probably going to take Alley so I do.
As you watch, you see Justin is all over the back of that 2-car through the slow section. You're like, it's just the next corner he's going to get by him, but it's been that way for 20 laps. They've been in this train. He has not been able to generate the speed where he needs it, and so
if I'm the 7th car, that's what I'm telling my crew chief. Like, I got to be better in this part of the track.
Going to 2 laps to go. I think we're gonna have another incredible finish, especially the finish. I feel like we're gonna see an incredible finish.
They'll come back to the start-finish line. 2 laps to go in the stage. Creed in front of Allgaier and Nemechek.
Yeah, I like road horses. I enjoy them a lot. I just don't think the Cavalier Sweet horses can do well.
So I'm pretty lucky the tires this season.
Like, I'm thinking, like, the other road horse, I saw a video of it, because I'm like, I think this is going to damn Wilson Derby. Or it's going to be Dwayne Law.
And if I'm Sheldon, I'm scared to tell my crew chief to free me up because there goes my forward drive that's keeping me in the lead.
Yeah, the thing about Sheldon's car, though, is if you're not the leader, it's going to be
Another thing I want to see is NASCAR going to countries.
Yeah, that would be amazing. NASCAR going international, that would be cool.
And I'm talking about just for the road course stage.
Yeah.
Like you do Toto one word, we go to Japan one word, we go to this country, we go to that.
Oh, look at this. Nemechek to the inside of Allgaier.
Oh, that old one. Oh, man.
Oh, 3 wide. Holy crap. Custard there.
Come on, Tuss, to actually do something.
Yeah.
Look at how much ground John Hurt Nemechek makes up.
Yeah. Nemechek just gives the bump just a little bit.
He's wanting to make up for that crew chief.
No, the no thing is Nemechek faster, but he just can't pass the two somewhere.
I think that's most of the reason why everyone's just stuck up together.
This is going to be another great finish to the stage.
Yeah.
As much as I would want to win the stage, I don't know if I'm John Hurt Nemechek. If I want
And
to
who's saying it's not very good, it's just how good y'all both forces. Like, we're good at corners, we can make it.
After the way the last stage ended, I'm going to say he goes and gets it if he's got a way.
We're getting ready to find out about 5 seconds.
Our 20
Turn 10, we'll get our answer.
Yep, this is going to get good.
he turned him.
Oh, no way!
Custer! Come on, Custer, do something!
Sheldon Creed got dumped. Here comes Custer! Come on, Custer!
He died, I think Custer died.
Who's it going to be?
He
Custer!
actually done something.
Let's go! Wow.
Custer finally done something. I
Yeah.
can't believe it. He actually done something.
Let's go, man. That's awesome. What a finish. But at least Sheldon Creed, at least he fell back to 6, though.
Yeah. Just like the number 2 is about to dump the point.
Yeah, I have a feeling he's not happy.
John Hunter Nemechek, heartbroken not once, but twice today. Final corner, final lap of the stage.
Yeah.
Here it is with Creed leading.
Yeah, you see Creed, it looked like he turned down just a little bit trying to make sure John Hunter Nemechek didn't have that opportunity. But then Cole Custer's behind it, just has the momentum. Watch the momentum he's going to be able to carry off the corner. Seeing those guys having to check up a little bit.
Wow.
Man, I love road courses so much.
That was something. Like, wow. That was amazing.
Told Tuss to sit to the whole lot better than that 20, I'll tell you that.
This race for the final stage, great effort by Cole Custer, who started in the back.
That was awesome.
Adjustments, no problem. 0-0. Cole Custer, your stage 2 winner.
That was awesome.
Keep in mind, Sheldon Creed, since he's in 6, he can still work his way up to the lead.
Mm-hmm. And Tony's probably me doing the wall.
Probably so.
We're a motorized bicycle company. They said,
All right.
As someone living with type 2 diabetes, I want to keep it real.
I'll be honest, worst White Hook I have ever saw was doing an Xfinity race in the early 2010s, I think.
By the way, do you know you can right rear hook drivers but don't get penalized in video games?
Yeah.
You can do that 100 times you want in video games.
Talk to your healthcare provider about ways to lower your risk of stroke, heart attack, or death.
But I'll be honest, I don't think I've ever White Hooked someone in my entire life.
In a video game?
Mm-mm.
Hey, buddy.
Your choice.
That's surprising. I thought you'd die. That's surprising.
No, I just hit them with corner and just had them go up in the wall.
The Lexus ES to be, well, more you. So thank you.
Your mom has made it her job to find you a job.
I mean, if you make me like really mad, I always just do that.
You need something more related to
And in video games, you
Yeah.
can do that. You can absolutely do that in video games. And I don't. And like in video games, when you're racing against the AI, you can wreck them because.
But in iRacing, we can't do that. We didn't.
Yeah, in iRacing, nah. I agree. Like in NASCAR 15, Heat 4, 5, everyone's done that.
What will they say next? On the power of dreams.
Only time I hit something I like would made him in the wall was probably at Daytona. I came down and blocked someone. Big stud set dot turn, and the guy came and smacked into the wall. On Heat 5, Heat 4.
We've ever gotten banned from kicked from NASCAR Heat 4 or 5 lobbies?
Yes, I have. Mainly because they were slow and I just brought them out of the way.
But the biggest lesson is starting something and finishing it.
I might know we're slower, but we're running the line in front of me. Why don't you move up and let me pass you? Because I'm way faster than you.
If the finish of the race,
Even that Daytona, I was just going a straight line, and I got hit for no reason.
showed up for today. John Hunter Nemechek, best of the bunch.
And the reason why I got hit is because I was beating all of them at Daytona.
Because you were, they basically just said, I've had enough of you winning, and then just rage. Oh.
I beat them at Daytona, beat them at Solid. I believe I turned one of them at Worcester and one.
As we don't have our regular pit crews here, we hit the stage, we come down, everybody parks, and they get 3 minutes to work on their race car, Josh.
Hey guys, and just a recap of what I just heard over the radio for the 2 team. I'll have to clean it up for you. I can tell you they are not happy. Both Sheldon Creed and crew chief Jeff Stankiewicz voiced their displeasure, let's say, with the 20 and didn't put out of the realm of possibility some kind of payback if they find themselves going
And on what
later on in the race. But I can tell you right now, the 2 is not happy at what happened.
John Hunter Nemechek, he was quick on the radio, also telling his guys he pinched my nose. I definitely did not mean to make him go around, so not taking any responsibility for it at that point in time, but he doesn't feel the same way. As soon as NASCAR goes ahead and tells the teams you can go out over the wall, all of these crews you're going to see jump over. There's
Yeah, to me that's just, going for it, and the 2 end up making contact. That's just how I see it.
If you're still sitting in your pit box, the clock has expired and you're able to run. So you see all of the teams just sitting up and down right now, just waiting. These are 5 crew guys
Again,
that are
clearly
going
understand
that are on the road
Creed's
crew.
frustrations.
So we covered not the normal pit stalls, pit teams doing these.
Also,
pit
did you
stops.
see that what I
Most of
don't
them
do
have
on
taken-
NASCAR
now they're able to go over the wall.
2011?
They're going ahead and doing the
Oh, the video you made? Yeah, I think I've seen that.
that 0-0.
Well, I
checked
flew
in.
into the fence at
Talked
Atlanta
to
and
his crew chief,
fell.
Jonathan Tony. He said, we're happy with this car right now.
That's
We're not
what
going to make a whole bunch of changes.
one of my
Really just going to
worst
be in the air
left
pressure. So take a good look. You can see the crew member looking in that wheel well, making sure there's nothing that can cause any problems later on. So just taking their time, quick and easy. Josh?
I didn't take a view of it, but at all I flew tired because I was going too hard. You call it build up in the air, hit it from the back foot, and just tumbled over 15 times.
Wow. Kind of patient so far. We saw him come on towards the end of that stage, but he's been happy with his car. The only complaint is just losing grip for him. Otherwise, the 10 in a good position so far. Jamie?
I've enjoyed this race. This is probably one of the best road course races for the Xfinity series I've watched.
Yeah.
I almost guarantee you that this race is better than last year's.
Struggled with a little bit in that first round of pit stops. He was a little too close to the wall. His crew didn't have quite enough room to make it comfortable and keep it easy. So
Please,
that was the
minute
that
and
Patrick Donahue and his
45
crew just make sure you leave
seconds.
us some room over here. They're not making any
I think they
huge
should put
adjustments.
that
Really
10
happy
minutes.
with the way that this number 48 is being able to perform on the long runs. We knew he had a fast car after practice. Then they had that gearbox issue all the way up into the top 5. It's just been a great run for Parker, and it was one that he really needs.
Those last two reports from Jamie and Josh on the 10 and the 48, Taylor and Clearman, 2 of the 5 drivers in our top 10 for the final stage that have never won in the Xfinity Series. We had 3 first-time winners this year. We're in line maybe for another one here today.
I think we can see it for sure. And Jordan
You
Taylor.
know one ring I have not finished one
We
baseball.
looked at his car, and there
What
was
is
like
it?
one little mark on
NASCAR
his left front fender.
1.
Everybody else looks like they've already run 75 laps.
Oh,
here,
yeah.
door to door on a green white checker.
You didn't get that game?
He's saving his stuff.
I
and that's
did
a good
get
place
it.
to be.
I
Cole
felt like
Custer with that
the
great
this I
finish
could
in
get
the end of stage
everything on
2.
it.
He's got his third
And I
stage win of the
found
year.
out
He's
that
in
they
control of the race when we come back for the final stage.
Yeah. One time I was racing on NASCAR 21 Ignition at Coda. When I was entering the corner, I sped up and Kyle Larson brake checked me, or someone brake checked me.
I was
Literally
looking at one the slacks the name and all of the AIs in those awesome emails.
You should race that Gateway in NASCAR 21 Ignition for the 2022 update. Whew. The AI are crazy there.
Yeah, so I just went back and played NASCAR 15.
Breasttree gives you better breathing, symptom improvement, and helps prevent flare-ups.
I got turned by Tony Sword on NASCAR 2011 like 5 times. Yeah, I have a huge rivalry with the 14 on that thing.
Alright, looks like we're back under the yellow.
Even Danny Hamlin let me on NASCAR 2011.
Which track? You remember?
Texas.
Oh, okay.
I need to try it first.
So since my college is so in it, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna wait for him.
You realize
I just swim him.
Do you realize on the NASCAR Heat games where if you go turn like if you go cut in the nose of somebody, you won't spin out. Instead, it just you either just shoot your car back to the right, or it just doesn't even turn you at all.
Yeah. I don't like NASCAR Heat 5. It's no. Like someone can just win me the Lightwood and I would still be sliding slowly. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
On NASCAR 15, someone done that. I would on what?
Yeah, you would have spun out.
I mean, at least they got the physics right on that thing.
Hurry. These epic offers won't last.
Yeah.
Average has no home in your yard. Lucky for you, we don't do average. Instead, we make lawn tractors that aren't just grass cutting machines, they're task cutting machines. In 0 turns, meet 0 compromise.
You know one name I can compare NASCAR 2001?
What is it?
NASCAR 08 and 09.
So it needs a mower like no
Wait, isn't 09 one of the games that produces has a next gen car but isn't like branded or anything?
No, it's an EA game. NASCAR
Oh yeah.
09.
That's what I meant. The EA games, okay.
NASCAR 2004 was really good.
Remember what happened last year between Ty Gibbs and Jesse Luigi where he wrecked Ty Gibbs under yellow?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
My beer, because 2023 is coming. And so far, what we've seen today through 2 stages has been unbelievable.
It's been a lot of fun to watch. But
Yeah, when high dubs have radio problems, everyone's
it's going to be even more fun to watch.
It was so
Everyone literally cheered when Ty Gibbs spun out on the yellow.
Mhm.
Kind of funny.
That's how good the show.
And they had to ad-lib their actual report. They make up some words in between.
Yeah, high dubs.
I got on Twitter and I read what he actually said. It was pretty interesting.
See our race.
I'm not saying that until midnight to see high dubs.
That opening stage, so good, and sixth in line here as we anticipate the choose.
And the one thing we talked about as he was leading that pack, we said he had really good forward drive, but was slow in the slower part of the track. I can't wait to see if he can pass.
I believe I put the flying one fifthly lap that
now
saw.
drive through these guys and
Yeah, I saw your video about that.
balance of his car the way it is, or
Yeah, I believe the slight waste we
it's going to be better.
Yeah, I watched it. I watched it as well.
And still be in the top 6, in running position. That's pretty impressive. Normally you go back to 25th, 30th, and there's no way you're going to catch back up. But he's only 2 rows away from John Hunter Nemechek on his restart.
But it speaks to the advantage that all these drivers up front, the top half dozen had as we came back to the green and white checker. Here's what happened. Coming turn 11, turn 12. 2 goes around. 20 drives by and Cole Custer.
I'm gonna make 2 separate videos. One for
If you're Sheldon
Doug
Creed,
O'Shea
you
and
remember being
Owen
racing in
before.
a situation like that. You know that John Hunter Nemechek's going to be aggressive. You might have to give
Also,
him a
do
little
you
bit of
wonder
room.
how
You know,
I make my thumbnails for my
so he can still be
videos?
in the right position at the end of the race. If it's George
I
Taylor, you
use
might race him a little bit
Snapchat
differently
to
today.
make my thumbnails.
Cole Custer in charge.
Oh, that's
To his
cool.
left, John Hunter Nemechek.
I use InShot to make my videos and on my thumbnails.
I'm saying
I heard
trying to things
Green-
up on today.
Yeah. Green flag back out.
So inside row got a really good jump again. Up to one position back. John Hunter at the
Austin Hill making 3 wide back there. Oh, Cole Custer! He missed the corner. No.
Oh, and he's not going to make the second.
Oh no.
Free doggy kid.
Gosh darn it.
What an incredible day for Cole Custer. Qualifies on the front row.
Ah, there goes his race win.
Cole Custer. When are we gonna do something like Cole? When are we gonna do something?
We talked about earlier, Jamie, how hard it is to set
Parker Kluckerman's wheels off the ground.
so much different than a green flag lap. Well, this year they're going
Oh!
because of that restart zone. And I've got to think he just overcooked it there,
Yeah.
not knowing how far he can go. And Sheldon Creed is telling Parker Kluckerman,
If that 48 comes over,
Yeah.
I'll be going nuts.
Second. Jamie talked about Kligerman, Creed for third.
I may say like,
Yeah, he just walked.
He just didn't get slowed down enough, but I think they're going to have to make some adjustments to those barriers that they have to go around. And there's no way for him to make that. That's not a fair process.
So NASCAR has ruled his penalty has been paid based on what he did. A common sense move by NASCAR in the way they officiate.
Yep, I like that they call it that way. That's totally
He made an attempt. He tried to get there.
absolutely.
Oh, big contact back there.
oh wow.
Comes down to fix the damage.
Point six is on. Oh man.
Timing and scoring. So, I know that's a lot, but when you think about how tight they're racing up here, anything can happen. And you know what? He's passed so many cars today.
Or the fact
Where's-
that we thought he might have
Oh,
to
Custer's up
get
to
in
ninth.
and
Good.
drive
They
through
didn't
or
penalize him
something.
because of how he,
All those barriers. So
how he was able to get up there, check up, and go back to get back in line.
Got around his teammate Riley Herbst. He's now up to 8 in the running order.
Man, I want Tamos on that 48.
Almost 3 seconds.
I'm seeing him be on 2 wheels and then
Yeah, he was literally on 2 wheels. Like,
I don't think I have ever seen that NASCAR.
The guy that he beat last week was Nemechek.
That's something that we've seen a few days.
yeah.
And in listening to that 7 radio, the word that's being given to Justin Allgaier right now is let your tire do the work. Just trust that the car is as good as it's been all
Sam Mayer about to be in the top 5.
Just keep your head down, stay focused. There's nothing out in front of him to worry about right now, so he is sticking control the pace of this race, which was 1 point that the Arthur.
Yeah, it looks like Stone has the tire going down.
Said to Justin this morning, the two of them sat on the pit wall together and just talked about the race. Justin asked him a whole bunch of questions, like what was the biggest key? You know, where did the car go towards the end of it? And Landon was very honest with him, and they had a great conversation. Justin walked away from me, and he said to me, keep an eye on that guy, because you're definitely going to see him out here pretty soon. Just a young kid, but offering tons of advice to a veteran like Justin Allgaier.
Free the inside of Kligerman.
His
tires ain't going fast.
Oh, look at, here comes Sam Mayer.
Parker Kligerman are battling him for 4th place. Up 31 spots from where he started. He's just had a quiet climb. It's very hard to have a quiet day when you have to come from the back, but he's doing it.
And Sheldon Creed by Parker Kligerman. The next car he will see,
Oh.
John Hunter Nemechek. I'm talking about the 22.
Oh, man, look.
And we're going to find out because he was super frustrated on the radio and said when
Wow.
he gets to he's going to move him. Now if I'm John Hunter Nemechek, what I'm going to do, I'm going to let Sheldon Creed go over here. I'm going to, as soon as he gets to me, I'm going to move over. I'm going to let him go, and I'm going to hope that calms down and we're back to square one and everything's even. I would not race him right now. We've got a battle going on here for 4th and 5th place with things even. Sam Mayer, Parker Kligerman, and Jordan Taylor's trying to stay in the mix as well.
You said it, Sam Mayer. It's just been incredible
Yeah,
today. And
Rick
here's what I
Davers,
admire about him starting in the back. He's been incredibly patient today, just taking what the track has given him. And now here we are in the final stage, and he's right there where he needs to be.
Well, and he's only gone one direction, right? The whole time he's just crept forward, and I've not seen him lose a spot yet. And he's trying not to right now with Parker Kligerman.
Oh, two other cars in the same scene.
Yep.
That's the sign of that one
You got two
corner right
choices here. You
there.
can either get by Allgaier and try to get away, or you can move over and let him go, or we'll see if Sheldon Creed's going to return the favor. John Hunter Nemechek wants to get by that 7 car as fast
Oh, look at this.
as possible, put one between them.
Oh, he's trying. Oh, there he goes.
2 gets the 20. Creed sends Nemechek.
I knew that was going to
Yeah.
happen.
I knew that was going to happen.
Got by for second in that exchange.
Yeah.
Kligerman. He's now side by side with Creed into 1. Austin Hill is there. Jordan Taylor and Cole Custer.
And officially, Nemechek pulls outside the top 10. Wow, that was crazy. And I knew that was going to happen.
Almost got a 3-second lead now, and all these guys are racing, so that lead's only going to continue to increase as long as they're running side by side. One thing, watch Parker Kligerman's car right there. How much it's carrying the front. It's so much more than everybody else. And if you watch John Hunter here, it's almost like he pulls over to block Sheldon Creed, which I think would almost aggravate the situation even worse.
Tell you what, Sam Mayer paid a big price.
Yeah, Sam Mayer, man, that was close.
Gets off track, and he went from 4th back to 7th.
Hey, listen, Jack Roush told me one time, if you know you made him mad,
Oh, that's how we take someone out.
lift a little bit early. Absolutely.
Wow. That's something.
It's 1 lap down and 30 at that.
I want to know where he's at.
Sam Mayer getting a little
19.
Wow. Oh, man. Wow. But now Justin Allgaier is open like the 3-second advantage.
We're seeing how it's funny to watch the demeanor change for these drivers, just the attitude of their race car when they get knocked back like Chandler Smith early in the race and now Cole Custer. You can see the aggression, the way they're taking the curbs and moving people out of the way, just amping up. And we still have 18 laps to go. I've got to think we're going to have at least maybe one more restart or two. So we got to still be a little bit patient at this point. Well, if we get one more restart, we're going to have 3 or 4. Yeah, because if we get one, it's going to be all out on the restart, and we know we'll start moving each other.
If there's a caution, oh boy.
This is Ben Wilson Derby.
Creating that extra restart.
A whole lot of drama into stage 1, into stage 2, beginning of this final stage. It's all working out for Justin Allgaier. He leads with 18 laps to go. We're side by side on FS1.
It's orientation day.
Dude, I've been getting close. I'm getting close to 700 subscribers.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe someone subscribed to me now. I'm at 12.
Toyota. Let's go places.
I like this game.
Yo, dude,
My
your
next
rant video now?
25.
Dude, dude, your rant video that that you made on the next gen cars now over 100 views.
I see that.
One of the latest 5G smartphones free. Plus, next time you're upgrade ready in 2 years versus 3. You're free now. So are you. Just so we're clear, I did upgrade ready. Free your phone now at T-Mobile. Get 2 entrees and an appetizer for $25 now with steak.
The science of shine.
Get 2 entrees and an appetizer for $25 now.
Lightning fast with ultra durable, super hydrophobic results. Mother's CMX line of car care products. The science of shine.
When the sun goes down, the lights come on. And NASCAR stars shine under the lights. A full massive fireworks show on Independence Day. A weekend of concerts and a pair of prime time.
Dude, I want to that win for at least that's something up.
Yeah, Atlanta's a good track to go. I'd like to go there.
AtlantaMotorspeedway.com. Lights, camera, engines. Night race next Saturday. Speedway.com.
And you do notice the gap between Creed and Allgaier was like 3 seconds. Now it's down to 2.5 seconds. So Creed's closing in.
Yep. That two will be up on his bumper real soon.
Yeah.
History of racing. It's going to be desperately close. Don't miss the test of the champion. Invincible. The 2023 Belmont Stakes next Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern on Fox.
Going to be 15 laps to go for the NASCAR series here at Portland. First of 2 consecutive races. Road to go. West Coast series day here. Next week down the coast to Sonoma. Xfinity cars racing there for the first time ever. So when we went to break, Justin Allgaier had a lead over second place Sheldon Creed in 3 seconds. It's down now to 2.6. Is Creed's car getting better, or is Allgaier just riding and taking?
Oh, Nemechek gets dumped again. He spun out. And Sammy Smith. No, Sammy Smith. Oh!
Look at this. Wrecking each other. So that'll be an interesting.
Oh! More dramatic problems. What happened? Oh! Yes, Sammy Smith must have just gotten there way too deep and just. Yeah, and then just got into him there. Wow.
That's not the right way to handle that. I don't think with your teammate, none of that was on purpose. The other thing I would say for Nemechek.
Oh, now he's blowing up. Now a big tire rub.
The thing I would say for Nemechek. You got to be careful if you're Nemechek. The crazy thing to me, Higgins was leading this race last year. The car that was a lap down under caution.
And now they're both coming up here road. Oh boy.
John Nemechek, car lap down, gets in there too deep. Turn 1, the same exact race. Now they got to pit together. Yeah, both gonna have to pit with 14 laps to go. They're too deep.
I'm telling you what, Joe Gibbs Racing, they're not. The only driver that's left that could win is Myatt Snyder, but I don't think that's I don't think so.
In that regard, if you have just one tire going down, you can choose the tire that you have an issue with, and you can
Hey,
return
Maddie.
to the racetrack and you're not held to that 60-second clock.
Wow, what are we witnessing? Dude, so glad to decided to react to this race. Yo.
So, do you have any idea how we could put the wide shot on like the wide side of the seat?
Yeah, I was in. Yes. Here comes Kligerman.
Yeah, as you see Parker Kligerman get to the inside of Sheldon Creed. We've talked about the setup in that 48 car all day long and how much it carries the front end.
And that typically is not good. You see even right there, look at
Yeah.
how much it picks up that inside tire. That's normally not good on the short run when there's a lot of grip on the track. However, as you get into a longer run, like we're seeing right here, that will pay dividends because it just creates more grip when other guys are starting to lose it. Now, they've lost a little bit of ground by racing each other right now to Justin Allgaier, but it does appear that the 48 on this particular run is the best car on the longer run. And where that
Yeah.
stalker is,
Woo!
that's just incredible. I almost think he's going to shock proof when you see
Goodness.
that. But where it hurts you is when you have transitions back and forth, right? You saw Sheldon Creed closing out. When you have a long straightaway where you get forward drive, it definitely helps you get that first exit.
Jamie?
I'm not going to say that Parker Kligerman was being conservative in those first two stages, but after they made that second pit stop, his crew chief, Patrick Donahue, came over the radio and he said, "You have lots of rear tire left. Go ahead and put that in your notes. You were nowhere close to being any worn, so go ahead and use it during these last few laps." And that's exactly what we see Parker doing.
Well, and when you see the front end being carried like that, the reason that's better for forward drive is it puts all the weight on that outside rear tire, which continues to get
I thought it was at 2 seconds. Huh? I thought the lead was right from 2 seconds. Now Allgaier must be pulling away then.
Yeah.
Moves up on this car.
See some water over there, probably overheating up a bit.
Another finish, most likely outside the top 10 for him, barring some kind of a miraculous recovery in the last 12 laps. This team, after that hot start to begin 2023, just
I'll be honest, the 7's probably going to win. But
wait and see.
You see right there, John Hunter Nemechek is right in front of this group of cars. A lot of decisions to be made for John Hunter when they go by, and it'd be interesting to see if there's any retaliation back on Sheldon Creed, knowing that he's a lap down now. I know he's angry, and then you added the Sadie Smith incident, but I've got to think at this point it's 1-1. Just call it good for the day, and you're done.
There because it's like they each got one, and now you hopefully.
But John Hunter feels like, he got me worse because I'm a lap down and torn up now.
Sam Mayer lost the exchange as well, but he's continuing to fight Jordan Taylor. The one car is now
I have a feeling we may see a fist fight.
oh, yeah.
We're going side by side with 11 to go at Fort Creed.
We're going side with 11 to go in Portland.
And out of the turn, it's the Bell in first. Home for summer and 2-2. Now Monty's moving on the outside. Monty's moving, but still has some work to do. So it's the Bell. The Bell holding strong. The Bell, Monty's moving.
Oh, I can see Nemechek's right in front of Creed.
Sensational race.
Oh yeah, he got split 3-1. He has no chance.
And already a year's worth of drama.
Months into the season.
Now a 4-second lead. Allgaier, if there's no caution, Allgaier's gonna win.
Yeah.
24 isn't afraid to wear a couple new hats. And as for the racing,
24 isn't afraid.
it's coming in fast. So better keep your head on a swivel.
No words needed. Coming in fast.
And Doug.
What do we always say, son? Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance.
They only pay for what you need.
Doug.
Boy, what do we always say,
Get out there and you make us
Mutual
proud, huh?
They only pay for what you need.
That's my boy.
I don't believe in
Get out there.
Wow.
Stay off the freeways. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Do the froggy see us, Chris? I got my own.
Stick it in the onion bag. You don't get it till you go all in.
The limited slip diff lets you hammer the throttle.
Lexus IS, all in on the sports sedan.
I gotta ask, is your favorite Toyota team in the Cup Series 2311?
Everybody's gonna want these.
I knew that. I was just asking to make sure.
Everybody's gonna want these.
Let's go.
Let's take these inside.
Brand new Kentucky Fried Chicken Nuggets. You've never had nuggets like these. Everybody on here. When you need parts, eBay Motors ensures a guaranteed fit.
Like these.
Let's see, you'll need headlights and a bumper. Motors ensures at least you can skip the car wash. Just go to eBay Motors to check it's a guaranteed fit. That's right.
Saturday, it's baseball night in America on Fox. 7 Eastern on Fox.
If you're just joining us early on this Saturday evening, NASCAR Xfinity Series, with 9 laps to go, racing on the road course in Portland, Oregon, Portland International Raceway.
And yes, I've been to Portland, Oregon before, and I gotta tell you what, man, it is beautiful up there.
I know, man.
Yeah, it's gorgeous up there. I've been on Mount Hood before as well. Gorgeous up there.
Same category. We haven't really talked a lot about him, and he's a really good road racer. He slowly hasn't made anyone mad today, and has slowly been able to set a trouble and work his way up in top 5 and 4th right now.
Oh, Herbst is blowing up. Caution. There's gonna be a caution.
Oh man.
Caution's out. We're gonna have a restart.
Oh man. Well, anyway, I might put in with some movie.
Oh goodness.
Second caution for incident today. And you know, when things like this happen, you start to ask how are teams managing for incidents.
I knew Herbst had some overheating issues, so and it finally did it for him.
Out of Northern California next week, and everybody had a different plan of attack on if you're going to run the same car today and next week. But this could have a negative impact going forward, depending on what the plan of attack was for the guys at Stewart Haas. The AMR safety team is there. Depending on what the plan of attack was for the guys. The AMR is there.
Oh yeah, that doesn't smell good.
The hole in the oil pan and everything running out. Yeah, you can see right there.
Yeah, it's just.
Tires, the amount of
then the smoke coming out of it too.
It's so easy to do on a road course. It typically happens not from this shift. It normally happens because you downshift too early and road course over-rev the engine. Not from missing a shift. It normally happens because you got a restart coming.
Get ready for
Jim Wilson movie.
or the wildest. It's wild time, boys. All right.
They got world-class makers to develop their tastiest bread.
I'm just gonna play the streamer some of the streamer background music I always use while we just wait.
Yeah.
So, who do you now think's gonna win? Will it be all guy or?
They won't be all guy. I just want to see that.
We'll have to wait and see. But I have a feeling. Just have to wait and see. It's unpredictable at this point.
Because who's saying it's all done what? So I don't know.
We could potentially have an upset.
Yeah.
Oh, comments.
Now that you moved back home, your mom has made it her job to find you a job. Any job.
That's cool.
Your resume is on Indeed. You get matched with relevant jobs that fit your requirements. You can get your business so everyone else can go back to minding their own business.
Is the background music you're playing the same as I heard in one of your race reviews?
What?
Is the background music the same as in one of your race reviews I watched?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
kicks off tomorrow on Fox and the Fox Sports app. There's going to be some hard hitters in the final 5 or 6 laps of this one. We're under caution for Riley Herbst. 6 laps remaining when we return to play.
That's a good shot.
Man, that mountain.
Yeah, I've been on. That's actually Mount Hood. I've been on that mountain before.
When you buy with Rocket Homes and finance with Rocket Mortgage, you get up to $10,000 cash from Rocket Mortgage. Yeah, and when you can get only with Rocket, it's a good deal. Visit onlywithrocket.com to get started today.
Motorized bicycles. What will they say? The power of dreams.
With Armor All steam repelling technology, it's easy to everyday proof your car. No matter how tough the job is. Armor All technology. Less work, more clean.
USAA? Yeah, they have awesome rates on coverage for our car, home, and stuff. They also have banking, plus advice, and other perks. So you know she's all set. USAA, the military community, and their families.
Wendy's Strawberry Frosty is back in the summer, so Tyler's been spending a lot of frosty time outside.
What? Bro, you look like a strawberry. You don't even out.
Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's. Now open late.
Got a minute? How about all weekend?
Here's the thing. NASCAR just went back to being on the air. Well, being back, and then they hit right back to commercials.
Yeah.
But I mean, they've done a pretty good job with commercials. They've done a pretty good job with handling commercials today so far.
Yeah.
Way better than be here half the time.
Notice I noticed is we can have a Apple Hardson connected to the PS5 Apple.
Caution likely equals drama in Portland, Oregon for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Going to be 5 laps to go. When we return to the green flag, here's the choose. All Geyer goes inside.
The choose rule.
I think that's a good choice. You can protect the inside, and even if you're side by side, we've seen as they've exited turn 2, turn 3, that being on the right hand side has been the
Trevor,
I just can't help but think of Clearman being on the outside. Probably nobody hungrier in the field or that needs that win more than the 48 team right now. And they know this is the track they got to capitalize on. I agree with you, but look there in third
Well, Stolen Creek's been close to winning plenty of times before.
Surrounded by some sharks right now. And they know this is
And he's potentially, he has got one of the most fastest cars in the field, so.
All guys surrounded by
All right, here we go. Time for the restart.
Machine racing that came last year, courtesy of Tyler Reddick and Texas Motor Speedway.
To be honest, we haven't seen a dominant car today. Anybody in this top 6 could go get it done.
Here we go, green flag.
Looks like Allgaier got a really good restart. Sheldon Creed's probably going to poke out here trying to get down into turn 1 and now Creed's coming back on the outside.
Oh, Clearman locks up.
Creed gets through to second. Custer is there for third. Allgaier cleanly through with the race lead.
Yeah, Clearman did a really good job. Locked the brakes up. And you think maybe he might have to abort the chicane, but he's able to get it under control.
Here comes Custer back to the outside.
Cole Custer right there.
Sam Mayer waiting in the wings. He's another one of those drivers that's never won in the Xfinity Series and came into today holding 20 points above the cut line.
We're going to keep seeing a lot of brake smoke. This is the point where desire exceeds grip, for sure.
Into today,
Sheldon Creed.
Pulled away. A lot of side-by-side action. Third on back as Clearman clears Custer. Maya Snyder in the 19 bouncing back
all over the place.
Yeah.
He's done a great job here. Remember, he spun out earlier, back up to 6th place here in the mix. And Justin Allgaier's doing such a good job out front, just not sliding the tires. You see Sam Mayer
Coming to 4 to go. If we do get another caution, oh yeah, we're going to 2. Coming to 2 to go. Oh, the 78 around, the 92, and Parker Retzloff. Wow. Oh, what's this? That's Creed and not Creed. Oh, Chandler Smith and Jeb Burton. Oh, he's not happy.
Happening 4 laps to go.
Oh, I was gonna say Chandler Smith's not happy. He's showing he's on the back bumper. He's probably gonna dump him. Yep, I called it. I called it. He dumped him. I called it.
I'm gonna guess there's more to that race than what we know. Well, we know there is.
Wow, so much happening.
Yeah. 27 Dalton, 2 nice salt laps. And now there's the 2 and the 7.
Yeah.
Allgaier just saving his stuff in case we get another restart.
John Hunter Nemechek back on the lead lap. We see him back up in 14th place. Big deal for his points lead over Austin Hill.
The other thing I'd say, made a pit stop there under caution to get some tires. I shouldn't be surprised at him climbing through the field and taking advantage of these drivers who have not hit it since the end of stage 2. 3 laps remaining for Justin Allgaier. The best of the bunch entering today's race of those in the field. When you talk
Oh, another caution.
on road courses, he has 3 of them.
Remaining for Justin Allgaier.
Oh, what happened now?
Likely go to overtime here.
On road courses, he has 3 of them. Trevor said
Debris.
backstretch has produced the caution.
That was a phantom debris also not bad.
Things are getting physical
Yeah.
late, and you see the results.
Oh, never mind. There's actually debris.
Yep.
I look at our top 10 on the pylon.
Well, NASA hit the toss
There's
and
some
run
drivers
because
up there.
was
We're
a
not really
campaign.
surprised at, but look at Connor Mozak, who had all that damage early in this race, hung around, and in a position now to get a top 10 finish. Alex LeVay talked about how good he is as a road racer. I feel like he was 11th most of the afternoon.
Oh, you know the guy who got into Chandler Smith early in the race? He's in the top 10.
On that last restart. And the one thing that we haven't seen today is that outside lane being able to capitalize on a restart. He's going to have a decision to make here. It's hard to give up the front row, but I just wonder, are you better off to pick behind Justin and be on the inside and then try to get to his inside or outbreak him into turn 1? Because I think that's going to be his only shot.
And we've seen a lot of those guys on the outside lock up the right front. If you're on the inside lane, you have a straight shot at the curb. When you're on the outside, you've got to make that turn, and it initiates that wheel lock up, and it makes it really tough to challenge him, like you said. If you're on the inside lane, you have a straight shot.
Justin Allgaier leading this thing.
Make that
We come up on NASCAR overtime here at Portland. And one of the storylines we followed throughout the early portion of 2023, when is Junior Motorsports going to get to victory lane? They had won last year at Charlotte. Last Saturday, things were washed out. No racing Sunday for the Xfinity Series. So Monday, just before noon, we finally get the green flag in the air. It rains again. We have to push the race till Monday night.
That entire time they were going during the day, it was just
For Allgaier.
like there was a miss coming from 40 and
It's the
40.
first for Junior Motorsports going back-to-back in Charlotte. It's the 20th time he's won in his career, the first time he had done it at CMS, and now in position to make it 2 in a row. It'd be his 4th victory on a road course in his Xfinity Series career.
He had done it at CMS.
Well, we expect the Junior Motorsports cars to run well in the mile and a half. They were the dominant car at that type of track last year. And the 7 car, like I know we talk about Junior Motorsports struggling this year compared to last year, but in half the races, he's finished in the top 3.
Right.
So they haven't, like 7 car, they've been a contender to win a lot of races, just hadn't got to victory lane until last weekend at Charlotte, and obviously in a great position to make it 2 in a row here.
Yep, time
Well, and I
flies.
look at him, he has had speed just about every week, and the numbers show that for the 7.
We're going to
Josh
overtime.
Berry really hasn't shown that off
This
throughout
is
races because I
fun.
feel like every week
Yep.
he's had some form of adversity, but that 8 always finds his way to the front, and look, here we are getting set for overtime, And Josh Berry going to line up 7th. That's where he is prior to the choose.
And Justin told me earlier this week that he doesn't feel like
Since go ahead and reset my phone real quick.
right on the bullseye for them to have speed, but we're seeing a trend this week that he doesn't feel like they have just the raw speed. That their setup has to be right on the bullseye for them to have speed. But we're seeing a trend over the last couple of weeks of that speed coming back and it being more forgiving with the setups. And if you start to see that, then the 8 car, the 9 car, they're going to start popping up in the top 5 as Junior Motorsports get back to form where they were last year. You know, as we come to the restart zone, I'm glad he's moving that. So I put in place duct tape and zip ties on that thing. I think you can just lay that down.
Oh.
Put some duct tape and zip ties on that thing. I think you can just lay that down, fellas. Nobody cares right now.
Yep.
The NASCAR
just go
And the official's going to go here.
along with this.
Restart zone. I think about Justin Allgaier and his career and how. So as we come to that restart zone, I think about Justin Allgaier and his career and how clean of a racer he typically is and how he's respected. It'd be interesting to see if everybody.
Well, time for another long pace lap.
Or does the Sheldon Creed get overly aggressive? Does Kligerman take a chance trying to get that win, guarantee the playoff spot?
Yep, time for another pace lap.
Been pretty quiet all day long, but we've seen as it got down to the end that he's getting more and more aggressive as well. And I don't foresee Sheldon Creed or Parker Kligerman intentionally doing something to crash Allgaier, moving him out of the way. But this track has shown that it's easy to make mistakes. When you have corners this flat, the braking zones are so tight, it's so easy to walk the wheel and slide off and just barely make contact. Earlier when Josh Berry spun, Austin Hill barely touched him in turn 2 and he went around. So it doesn't take much to send that guy in front of you around.
Did you see I got new Jordans? Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
Baseball just underway. Which game are you getting? Aaron Judge and the Yankees get the Mets and the Dodgers, or the
I
Guardians?
made it myself near the someone says.
Listings for the game in your area, but don't go to Fox.
I probably get
Please
or
for the Xfinity series, and I have a feeling this is going to be something. A 2-lap shootout on the road course in the Pacific Northwest.
Second road course. Austin, Texas.
Second road course race of the year. We did it at Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas. We race again on the road next Saturday in Sonoma, California. These 3 venues have really not a lot in common as we look at our overtime rules. I said it's a 2-lap shootout. If the leader gets the white flag under green, the next flag ends the race, whether that be the caution or the checker. Should we get a caution flag prior to the leader getting back around to the green, or to the white flag, rather, we'd load them up and do it all again.
Guys, listening in on the radio.
Down to Jamie Howe.
Exact thing again. Jim Pullman's the crew chief for Justin Allgaier is listening in on the radio. You said, let's do the same exact thing again. You have the best car, the best driver. Why do you like him behind the wheel?
Justin's always the guy, right? Like, I mean, I wouldn't have anybody else in my race car at this point in time. I know he can get it done, and had a really good branch Chevrolet all day. So no matter what happens, proud of this team and proud of him.
Hear the emotion in his voice, guys. There's a lot on the line here.
It's been a stressful couple of weeks. Last week, managing fuel to the finish line, and today having to watch his driver hold off a bunch of aggressive drivers in overtime. Jim Pullman hanging on the pit box.
I always wonder, like, the crew chief perspective, it's got to be hard to watch it, right? When you're a driver and you're in the car, you kind of have control and you know your game plan, but as a crew chief, your work's done, and now it's about being a cheerleader and just watching your driver do his thing. Figuring each other out. They did work together a long time ago in the ARCA series, I believe, with Justin and Carter. Done such a good job figuring out.
All right, let's go.
Yep.
Jason Burnett was just, last year went over to Brandon Jones, getting more opportunities for a starts. And he when drivers trouble because Trevor talked about it. You're breaking point at these restarts, and to me, that's when drivers get in trouble because Trevor talked about it. Your breaking point might be a little bit different on the restart than what it is on a regular lap, and the more opportunities you get at this, the more you have a point like that, you're like, I know I can go just come down deeper, and that's when we see guys get in trouble here. But I love this. So much.
We have 3 people watching this stream right now. Thank you so much for all your support.
Oh man, that's cool.
And see who can not make the least amount of mistakes here.
All right, here we go. This is gonna be fun. I really want Sheldon Creed to win a race.
I want to talk to Builderman today.
Parker Clearman, Sam Mayer, that would be cool. Yeah, we'll stock up right
now
there.
that's how we do. Oh, he walked it up.
Oh, Clearman locks up. Oh, Custer.
Honestly, this car was all wins. It's messed up in that one corner.
Wow. Oh, my gosh. Wow. Oh, my gosh.
This is going to be a fight. This is going to be a fight.
Pretty good lead. I think as good as his car is, that might be all he needed. Yeah, they're going to be frustrated with Parker Kligerman, but you know what? He's going for it right there. Push Justin down. Just not able to get slowed
Where
down.
did Kligerman even go? Oh, he's back to 11th.
Want to be on the inside because that's going to be the preferred lane if it slides out. And he got a perfect restart. Justin Allgaier.
Smoke coming from Josh. Wait, is that Josh Berry or Sam Mayer?
Oh, 2 in the glass. Not, oh, 2, I mean 2.
Oh, selling great in the grass, man. Oh, wow.
I was flipping on my wood for a moment.
White flag, final lap. White flag.
Next flag ends the race. Cole Custer out in front of Justin Allgaier. Think about the day for Cole Custer. The irony of him getting the race lead on a restart where someone had problems making the corner because that's how he lost the lead. Justin is charging.
Oh, here comes Justin Allgaier.
Yeah, he is summing up good.
Yeah, this is gonna be a good finish.
If he gets up to that OO, it'll be a good finish.
Yeah.
You know, Allgaier feels like this is his race. Into turn 10. I'll tell you what, it's going to be close. He can get a good exit right here. Down into turn 10.
Right last week, had won this. They were contenders.
Yeah.
Last week, neither of these veteran drivers had
Custer has to make a mistake in order to fall. Oh, he's trying.
Oh.
He's trying. Look at that. Allgaier right there. The door's open. It's open. Nope. Custer wins it. Wow. That was awesome.
Oh,
let's go, Custer. Oh, who is that?
That's that on Black guy.
Oh, man, it's a substitute driver for... Oh, wow. That was awesome. I'm really happy that Custer won.
At least they got a top 5 this race.
Yeah.
Cole Custer has been on an absolute roll recently, but just couldn't get over the hump.
That was awesome.
He does it today. It's his 11th career victory and his first on a road course.
Watch out. He's doing all those donuts. All those other guys are going to follow him. He's pumped. He doesn't even know what planet he's on right now, Jamie. Look at how
Yeah. I can't believe Allgaier made it work.
I would have just dashed this thing up and turned him.
Wow.
And for Justin, he just hopes for that mistake with Cole Custer. He hopes that he gets in too deep to 12. Cole didn't do it. He didn't take the bait. Well, and I think part of why we see it looked like Allgaier did such a good job.
What a finish.
He had a little bit of a lead, and it was like, go do what John Hunter Nemechek did at the end of that first stage.
Yeah, me too. I'm very happy Custer won. His first win of the year. And
just because someone's Blake's locked up.
Super impressive lap to put together.
Win back-to-back.
Miracle happened for Custer, and
It was exciting that these two drivers win back-to-back because of the expectations that they
there he is.
the frustration, the disappointment they had to deal with, and now they both know they're championship eligible. Come September, moving on to the big prize.
For Cole Custer, this changes everything. All the pressure of the season, the points. He's
His first win in 2 or 3 words.
Yep. That was awesome. That was awesome.
That's
There's Nemechek.
walking someone.
Yeah, he's walking. Nemechek's walking.
As happy as Cole Custer is, there's plenty of frustration on the other side of the pit wall for drivers today.
And the one that's going to have the hardest time sleeping has got to be Justin Allgaier. So sure.
Yes.
Yeah,
Wow.
he didn't do anything wrong, right? I mean, Clickerman just got in a little bit deep and ran.
That's awesome for Cole Custer.
The track into the penalty area. That's such a good
That's
one to
awesome.
share with your guys. I worked so hard.
So glad I decided to live react to this race.
Yeah.
Jonathan Tony there, the crew chief. Those two have been friends for a long time. Great to see JT celebrate with Cole. Jamie.
Away with a lot of emotion on their. And as Cole Custer still tries to get his helmet off, his crew guys walk away with a lot of emotion on their faces after watching this win. The crowd still on their feet after those burnouts. You had to start at the back after changing that tire at the start of this race. Able to drive through the field. You only led 4 laps, but what did you see that gave you the confidence to go for it on that restart?
Just try not make mistakes. I did the same exact thing. I saw him drive in there so deep, and I did the same thing like 2 restarts ago. And man, I'm just so happy. I've never won a road course race before. I've been so close so many times, and it's just awesome to win this.
Yeah, Clickerman walked up, got an Allgaier, and Creed.
It's just a great day. King team, it's his first win as a crew chief. It's awesome to get this trophy, get that out of the way. So I'm pumped for the rest of the year. We got fast cars. We're starting to put it all together.
I've got 2 more road courses in a row. Congratulations.
Since Austin Cindric
First
did it,
time a series regular. He's won in a 4. Since Austin Cindric did it on the road course in Indianapolis 2021.
Wow.
Yeah, it's hard to do what Cole Custer did.
A lot of frustrations on the other side of the pit box. Or the other side of the pit wall. Especially John or Nemechek.
Really good job by Cole Custer there.
First Jonathan Tony as well. Congratulations to him.
Oh, look at that. Oh. Oh, gosh.
I want to see an absolute punch.
We apologize for the language. Jeb Burton is down there.
Jeb Burton and Chandler Smith's crew chief.
Chris Rice from Colleague has come over to discuss things. Jeb used to drive for this race.
Yeah, and Chris is from Virginia, so he knows Jeb really well. Jeb's frustrated. We talked about it. We saw Chandler get into the back of him into turn 4, and it looked like there's something must have happened earlier in the race that resulted in Chandler being really aggressive with him right there. Jeb's frustrated because, listen, they're doing a lot with not as much as
I'm probably going to leave the stream on until probably watch until probably up to the end of this broadcast, just in case any fights happen.
So he's right there on the cusp. Yeah, no, Josh, you got Chandler. Who do you have down there? You got a Sheldon Creed?
We saw back and forth. Yeah, no, we have fireworks down here on pit road, but no fireworks between you and John Hunter Nemechek. We saw back and forth out on the track, but then you seem to be all right.
First of all, we had a great wheel in our Chevy Camaro today. There's 3 corners that I feel like maybe was the difference between our race. I feel like I could have went and led every lap. If I was a little better in 6, 7, and 12, they struggled there, and they could really make ground there. And he came into the stage in there, and
he came up and apologized.
I don't know. Obviously going for a stage win, aggressive, and he came up and apologized, and
just racing.
I got even on the racetrack. I was fine. So, just racing hard there, and then at the end, I wanted to race the 7 straight up for it, and I wasn't going to wreck him, and the 48. I want to get my first win. I want to earn it, and
didn't give us
just ruined our chances of that. Didn't give us a chance to race for it there, and I was running for third there, and the one runs me off the racetrack coming to the way. So great day overall. Happy with
I know one thing. There's been a lot of fights.
the last few laps to go.
Yeah.
One of these days.
And like I said, this year is probably the most dramatic season of NASCAR. This year's season's been dramatic.
Probably like 2014.
Apologize, say he didn't mean to do it. Sheldon felt like they
I don't know how crazy 2014 was.
Good to move on beyond that, going to Sonoma next week, Adam, and don't have to worry
Well,
about those.
Dude, 2014, that's when they had
Next Saturday, race day happens 7:30 on FS1. We're racing at 8. Kevin Harvick,
Wow.
Daniel Suarez.
Cole Custer's now in victory lane. And yeah, tomorrow will be the NASCAR Cup Series race at Gateway. And we all remember what happened last year.
Hopefully Wallace does something like that again.
Sparks will, maybe some fireworks. Who knows what's going to happen. So, yeah, but wow. What a race. What rating would you get this race?
I'll probably give it 10 out of 10.
By far my favorite Xfinity Series road course race I've watched. So, yeah. Wow. What a race. Wow. Awesome. So, yeah. And who do you think will win Gateway?
That's a good question. Halibus or Wallace Chastain?
Those are some good picks there. So yeah, and I'll send you the link to the stream tomorrow. So yeah. So and yeah, guys, this is Preston and
Ace Austin 48/49
signing off. Peace out.